We are back in the building. Day 3 of the mentorship, guys. That is right. We got
What up, what up, what up?
Javier in the building for day 3.
We
are
back.
back.
We back like we never left. How you guys doing today? Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Who do we have here, guys? Let's get the party started. All right, I'm a Red Bull in. D-Money's a Red Bull in. And when D-Money gets on the Red Bull chat,
Oh boy.
it is very, very interesting. Just being honest. So I'm a Red Bull in, and we're going to get this party started. So let's check who do we have? Who are the first commenters on the stream? We got to shout you out because you, in my opinion, are the real MVP. So we got still 1966. Good morning, BDH chat. Let's make some money. You are right. Midwest Trader, as always, we appreciate the support. Let's go D. T Cook 65. What up? Tyron 2 Profit. trying to profit. Yeah, trying to profit. Okay. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Good morning. Be back in the building. Pips on Life. Hello, D and J. Hello there, Ginger. Well, hello.
What up, what up, what up?
We are back. Oh, man, guys. Well, what do we got going on? I mean, we have day number 3 of the mentorship. We got the charts here. Looking a little, 30,727 chat. Right? 30,727. This is cray with little Ray, in my opinion, because we're less than 300 points away from 31,000 guys.
Cray.
You would have to imagine that at some point we are going to get it done from obviously the even number standpoint. 31,000 everybody's talking about here, chat. So would not be surprised if that happens over the next couple days.
Shout out to Silverback Trade saying they're getting their first payout. Congratulations, brother.
Hey, congrats. I'm happy for you.
Get paid, man. Get paid.
All right, so Gene liked the pants 23. Gene liked the pants 23. Good morning. D-Money, could you send me a virtual hug? Well, I think it's a little too early for that. And by the way, D-Money, I drank a Red Bull. I did not drink a vodka Red Bull. So D-Money would not be hugging Gene or sending you a virtual hug, sir. Nice try, man. But that's a little sketchy in the morning at 9:04, chat.
It is.
But either way, we're here to get the party started. Don't you worry. KC Futures, good morning. You gotta love it, guys, that we're starting early. Somebody felt the need to try to test D-Money's limits here, and D-Money does not roll with the guys. So we're not going to give him a timeout because it's I feel really bad doing that, guys, before 9:05, right? We just hit 9:05 and I feel very bad. So I can't give him a timeout, but make no mistake about it, D-Money's memory is pretty good, chat, and make no mistake about it, I will definitely be keeping a note of that username. So if we see any kind of foolery coming through the chat later on today, we will not hesitate to hit him with, make no mistake about it, a timeout. So
you have been warned.
Oh, man. All right, guys. Day number 3 of the mentorship. What do we got on the agenda today? So yesterday we talked a lot about entries. We talked a lot about wick entries, actually. Market structure. Yesterday we saw a lot of higher highs, higher lows, higher time frame, kind of implementing that into the strategy. Kind of talking about how I would play it as a momentum trader when there's a lot of wick action. So we don't know what's going to happen today, guys, right, from a price action standpoint. But we do know that as a momentum trader, we're going to try to trade what's in front of us either way. So the goal today is obviously to keep Javier in the green throughout the day. So we're gonna definitely try, chat. But I got to be honest, he's a bit of a gunslinger. I think I heard some clicks going on over there already, and D-Money has nothing to do with that. So I don't know what those clicks were, guys, but I heard that mouse clicking, and I'm not quite sure what that was about, but we're going to find out. So Opening range breakout, guys. We'll talk a little bit more in detail today about opening range breakout, pullback entries, your stop loss placement, right? Risk to reward. We're going to cover today.
That's good. Wow.
You know, I think we'll kind of see where that leads us, right? Confirmation, right, on some of these entries. What are we looking for in detail? Obviously, anything that Javier wants to cover here on day 3, and then we'll open it up to the chat throughout the day as well. So we got a few things on the agenda that we'll definitely kind of look at. Opening range break, we'll kind of talk through in detail, chat. So Javier, day number 3. See, you got Jerome's you just trying to make a little money shirt on today. So
come on, man.
Oh man.
Representing.
Well,
trying to make a little bit of monies.
Well, we got to make sure that you know, like I said, guys, I'm a little concerned because I heard some clicks already. So D Money has not taken any trades here, guys.
We're good, guys. We're good.
But we're gonna try to get Javier, get him back on track today. We'll see what we can do. So let's hop into the charts, guys. I'm gonna map out daily candle high and low and make sure that we're up to speed on that, right? So now let's talk through this, chat. So the reason why I am mapping out daily candle high and low is because it is very important, guys, to have context, right? So price, when it's in momentum, is typically going to either continue in that direction, in this case up, or we're going to get some kind of retracement. But you're looking for reactions off of the daily levels because those daily levels hold a lot of weight, guys, right? So you are looking to see if we're able to kind of expand higher. So at this moment, yesterday's daily candle high, let's talk about that, right? 30,763.25. So 763.25. Yesterday's daily candle high. You got yesterday's daily candle low, 30,317.75. So let's make sure that we map that out. So all right, that's your daily candle high and low set, chat, and I map that out every day at the open. You want to talk about routines, right? The reason why that's important is because you need to have context when you're trading the market, right? So right now we are currently inside of yesterday's daily candles range, chat, right? We're inside of yesterday's daily candle range. So the reality is, will we be able to expand higher? Well, it looks like the current daily candle already pierced through yesterday's daily candle high and had a pullback. So we're kind of hanging out right below that 763.25 area. So we need to be mindful of the daily candle level, because as we move forward throughout the day, that level could have some significance as far as either resistance, or it can turn support if we break out of that level to the upside. So obviously, if we drop lower, right, we know we got the bottom of the daily candle range at 30,317.75. So let's work our way down, guys. Starting from the daily, we're going to go to the 4-hour. Let's see what the 4-hour chart's looking like here. Right, so we can kind of see that the 4-hour chart is, at the moment, I mean, it's literally same thing as yesterday, guys. We've been basically kind of printing here higher highs, higher lows, right? Deep retracements and then expansion higher. So you had expansion, retracement, got the expansion now, right? We had the expansion yesterday, 2 o'clock. You had a retracement candle. It looks like the market open candle. And then you had to push right back up. So are we going to expand out of this thing? That's the question, right? So got to be a little mindful that bit of a hesitation here, but if the 4-hour remains true, we could be headed higher. And we know that the initial area that everybody's kind of watching right now, make no mistake about it, Chad, is that 31,000 level, right? So that level needs to be mapped out today, in my opinion, right? We're going to put an arrow there because if we head higher, make no mistake about it, 300 points is less than 300 points, right? Is in range. So we got that marked out there just to kind of start. You got the 1-hour chart right now. Pretty significant, like, bearish candle off the 1-hour chart. I mean, you can kind of see that here, guys, right? So the reality is that will we get some kind of right? We had a breakout, deep retracement, and actually that was the 8 o'clock candle, chat. So we had red folder. We talked about this yesterday. Guys, we did have red folder news. Make no mistake about it. So we had red folder news, and that was that print. That was actually the job report, right, chat? So that job report, let me make sure that's right. Am I getting my I know today we got news at 10 o'clock. But did we have that? Yeah, we had it, right? ADP non-farm employment, chat. So that was the 815 print, right? So the market did not like that number, guys, because we had a pretty steep retracement to the downside. If you kind of map this out, that is a 91 point drop. So very interesting there. So need to be mindful of that, guys, that we had that pretty significant drop. And now we need to kind of see how this thing opens up. Still trade Lucid? Yeah. So you got Tradeify accounts right now, chat. Make no mistake about it. 35% off using the code PW. Able to bundle 5 accounts and purchase them at a time, guys. 5 accounts, 30% off using the code PW. You know the vibes.
Use code PW.
So Javier, day number 3, how you feeling, man? Before we drop the poll.
And I feel good, man. I feel good. I feel great.
Good.
I look good.
Guys, he said he looks good. He feels good. We just
Ready
gotta, like I said, I heard some questionable clicking over there, guys. And D-Buddy's very, I'm very, Chad, I'm very observant, guys. So I definitely picked up on some clicking over there. And you know, I'm still a little, you know, my math, D-Money can do math pretty well, Chad. And we had some banger trades yesterday in the afternoon, multiple 20-plus point trades.
That's true,
and, you know, I'm still trying to kind of scratch my head here and kind of figure out the P&L. So we gotta get Javier rolling. Hopefully we'll be able to get some good setups here, guys, first thing in the morning. And we'll get this party started. When you buy bundles of 5 accounts, can they be traded individually? Oh, of course, Lance. Yeah, you have the option to trade them individually, guys. Make no mistake about it. So you are able to trade them individually. So that is not an issue at all. So it's just a convenience factor, guys. You buy 5 accounts at a time, you save a little bit more. So, but you are able to definitely trade them individually if you choose. You don't have to copy trade. You have the option to copy trade or not copy trade. That is totally up to you, chat. Let me pull this up here.
How do you feel about that, D? Do you like copy trading or not?
Yeah, I mean, if the price action dictates, there's nothing wrong with copy trading, right? Yeah. So, you know, if sometimes maybe it doesn't make sense if the market's choppy, right? I mean, you gotta be able to kind of decide. We talked a lot about that yesterday, guys, right? We talked a lot about the market being, you know, in a state of kind of slow grinding to the upside yesterday, but you had a lot of wick action. So if you didn't get in on the wicks and joining the party to the upside, you might have got chopped, right? So, you know, is that great copy trading price action? I mean, right? You got to decide on that, but to each his own. Going on 1 hour and account still not active. Who are you referring to, SK Knight? So if you have an issue with the prop firm, guys, we are not the prop firm, right? So we obviously work with a ton of prop firms out there. You're able to check all of them out, onlypropfirms.com. You can do some comparison. Using the code PW is always going to get you the best deal. Make no mistake about it. But the reality is we do not handle tech support or anything for props. You need to reach out to the prop themselves individually. All right, so we're going to drop a poll here in the chat, guys, to get the party started. How are you guys feeling that market open? And we'll kind of talk through what I'm seeing here a little bit more in detail. Give you enough time to get your vote in.
So somebody said Spurs or Knicks. No, me and D were actually talking about that before the stream started. So I think me and D are on the same bus here. We're going for the Spurs, man. Right, D?
Yeah, I'm not releasing my my pick here, guys.
Oh, wow.
I'm not gonna release my pick until we get to the NBA segment of the show. So
I
can't be spilling the beans here, chat.
Okay.
So ask Dr. G. Good morning. Hey, good morning. How are you? Yeah, Javier wants me to spill the beans, guys, but I'm not gonna spill the beans. So we got but by the way, we do have make no mistake about it. We got two options going here in the chat. So
Wait a minute.
That's right. Chat,
Wait a minute.
Yeah. That's not a typo, sir.
Hold up.
Hey. That's right. It's day number 3. You gotta pay. We're trying to collect here. So
I keep seeing things I don't approve on these chats. What's going on here?
The good thing is you don't have to approve them. So they're just gonna roll out here. So we got 3 options, chat. You got market pump, market dump, or Javier is buying lunch.
Why is 40% betting that I'm buying lunch? What's wrong with you guys?
That is right. We got to get the party started here, guys. I mean, hey, lunch is an important meal of the day. So right now, we got 38% of the chat feeling like we're gonna pump, 18% feeling like we're gonna dump, and 44% wants Javier to buy lunch. So looks like me and Ginger got it covered for lunch today. We don't have to worry, guys. We are ecstatic about the result here. So
everybody getting McDonald's today.
Let's get a solo shot on Javier and check his reaction, guys.
McDonald's.
I think I saw a bead of sweat coming down.
Today's Wednesday. The 49 cheeseburgers. They still do that?
Oh man. Yeah, right. So you gotta love it, chat. You gotta love it. Get your votes in, guys. And we're gonna get this party started. Make no mistake about it. So I'm just kind of going through the chat here to kind of look at it. So, all right, guys. So if you haven't already, do us a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibes. So we got to get to 1,000 likes before market open, guys. Do me a solid, hit the like button if you haven't already. We got 2,000 plus people rocking out here. We're gonna ramp up in the next 15-20 minutes, make no mistake about it. So I think the thought process is here, if we can, I like the 1 hour, the bullish kind of like momentum here in the 1 hour chart, guys. We're above the 14, we're hanging on, right? So I definitely don't want to see us back below the 14 EMA. So if we lose 30,716, that could be, kind of indicating more downside, in my opinion. This almost looks like some kind of support forming, right? It's holding right now. So if we lose that EMA 717, I think we could have more downside towards maybe the 50 EMA at 600, guys. So, but it is pumping right now. So will that continue? That's the question, right? So we've already had, keep in mind, chat, we had a high put in up here at 30,799, and then we had the pullback, right? So we've already had a drastic pullback here, chat. So is that enough to propel us higher? I think if we can hold the EMAs here, 14 EMA, I think we're headed back towards 800, right? And then obviously got the ultimate level up there at 31,000 short term. So like I said, if we lose the EMA and we get back below 700, look out to the downside. So that's the thought process for me kind of going into the open. Obviously you got to let this thing open up, chat, let the market do its thing, and then I'm trying to join the momentum in either direction. I don't care if the market goes bullish or bearish, guys. I'm just trying to join the party, right? In all honesty. So we got to be mindful that we do have, we had red folder news at 8:15. Today at 10 o'clock, you got more red folder news, chat. ISM services PMI. So we got to be aware of that because that could impact the market. Now in 45, you got final services PMI, but it's not red folder, right? So just be mindful of that, chat. We do have red folder coming up here at 10 o'clock today as well. So will the market kind of stall out until then, right? Remains to be seen. So get your votes in, chat. You got about 5 or 6 minutes here to get your votes in. Right now we got 712 votes, so a little larger sample size for us to go by here. So make sure
pretty
you get your
close,
votes
too.
in. Pretty tight right now.
41 to 39%. Come on, guys.
Oh yeah. So it looks
Pump
like
it
you're
up.
buying
Pump
lunch
it up.
either way. So yeah, you're not getting out of that.
Somebody said, D-Money, what's your buys? I'm pretty sure he just explained it.
Yeah, I just talked through it.
Oh, maybe they just jumped in on the stream.
Yeah, so I think if we can hold the EMAs, guys, which the thing I hate right now is that we're pushing right now, chat. We're getting the push right now, right? But the reality is that if we can hold the 14 EMA on the 5-minute chart and stay back above, basically 750 area, kind of holding those EMAs up here, I think we're headed back towards 800. That's the thought process. The thing that sucks is that we're kind of pushing right now. So, you know, what happens after that, we're going to find out. You got shout out to PW, guys. PW is in his race starts today, right, Ginger? So Baja 500, guys. PW is actively, you know, obviously going all in on that. So he, if I'm not mistaken, we'll be streaming at some point next week. But the reality is that race starts today, guys. So shout out to PW. Best of luck. Hopefully he can
shout out
win,
to PW.
right? So
good luck, PW. Hopefully you don't throw up in the helmet again. That was cray.
Hey D, can you explain everything from start to finish again? Just kidding. Yeah, that won't be happening. So, but yeah, I mean, you know, you hate to see that we're pushing right now, guys, right? So, but what do you do? We will see how this thing kind of plays out. R8 Hero. Good morning, D and Javier. Hey, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
We're ramping up here, guys. You got less than six minutes for market open, so we will see how this party starts. Right, so you know we had a pretty decent size retracement, guys. So will that be enough to kind of propel us to the upside? Right, that's the thought process here. We're gonna find out. Check something here. Where are we sitting at? All right, so right now we got 616 likes, guys. So do me a solid, hit the like button. We got almost 2,900 people tuned into the show here. So if you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. We've actually had over 1,000 likes for months at this point, right before 9:30. So hook your boy up, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibes. I hate that we're pushing right now, guys, but what do you do, right? I mean, it's just kind of like one of those things. This is that first area. We might as well map it out because we're pushing now, right? Yeah. So can we get to the 800 level?
And I'm assuming the reason you're saying you hate it is because you wanted it to push down first when market opened.
Yeah,
that push up
yeah,
again,
you
right?
would love like some kind of, but maybe that's what we get, chat. Maybe we get, right, some kind of retracement and then expansion higher. You got about a minute. We'll finalize the chat here. So we'll finalize the poll.
Shout out to the pump voters. I would have been cooked.
Thanks for what you do, D. Hey, Beach 14464. I appreciate the kind words, guys. I appreciate the kind words, guys. Believe it or not, the kind words actually offset the haters, guys, because, you know, the longer you do this, the more haters, I guess, apparently you accrue. So
yeah,
go figure. I don't know why it's like that, chat, but that's the environment that we're in, right? So that's the space that we're in, apparently. So, you know, I don't like, hey,
too many haters.
People are jealous about something, you know, not every, you know, obviously. So the kind words, guys, that makes me want to go harder. So I appreciate it. I don't take it for granted. I appreciate the support. So We got some work to do here. About 160 likes left, guys. Let's get the party started. We're ramping up here. Got over 3,000 people tuned in. Next 5 or 10 minutes here, we'll ramp up even higher. So don't be shy. Hit the like button if you're not subscribed. Let's go.
Got 3 minutes.
Thanks, D. The way you read the market is simply amazing and really nice. How you phrase it. Oh man, guys, I don't want to shed a tear on here.
What a comment.
Can't be crying on here.
Comment of the year right there.
You know, I mean, don't make D Money cry.
I see a tear coming down D Money's eye right now, guys.
D, you still trading in a tournament? No, I'm not. I got knocked out round 4, guys, so did not make it past round 4. So I'm no longer in the tournament. So I am ready for the next one though, at whenever that is. Super fun tournament though. Shout out to TradFi for that. So you got TradFi right now, guys. 35% off all TradFi accounts. You bundle 5, you save 35%. Make no mistake about it. You gotta love it. We got 927 likes. We need a few more likes here, guys. Let's hit 1,000 before 9:30. So I'm gonna finalize the poll here. You will see the results coming through. You got right now 46% feeling like we're gonna pump, 23% feeling like we're gonna dump, and 31% feels like Javier needs to buy lunch. So that is a very strong kind of case study there. So that's what we did. We did a case study, chat. Javier didn't know it, but he was part of the case study. And apparently the market, the chat is very...
That's crazy.
Adamant on him buying lunch. So, all right, we're getting ready here, chat. You got a minute left. So we're kind of watching this thing now. I do like the pullback here. We're got a rejection basically right off of that daily candle level that we talked through, guys. Right? So if you go to the daily candle, just a reminder, that's the high, right? So just had a tap here on the 5-minute chart and got a pullback. So let's see how this plays out. Getting a bit of a rejection.
We got 30 seconds till market opens, guys.
80% chance of pump, 20% dump. Yeah, we'll see. And we're at 1,000 likes, guys, so I appreciate the support. You got about 9 seconds here for market open. We're getting ramped up here. Let's see how this plays. 1 second left. And crazy pop here right to the level, guys.
Jeez.
Jeez Louise, guys. Right to the level. You gotta love it. So let's see how this plays now because you're getting a pullback. So right to the box. I mean, it is crazy, man.
Little 930 bazooka.
So can they kind of extend this thing higher, guys, right? So broke out of that level. Will we get like some kind of bullish momentum that steps back in here, back towards 800? Or do we get the basically the crazy sell-off now that we've kind of tapped that level, right? This thing is pushing, guys. This thing is pushing. So, I mean, crazy kind of like price action here, straight up. Hit the box right away. I think could be more upside here, chat. Because this is a very strong push. So I am bulls are kind of making a statement here, right? So that first level got mapped out. I think 800 gets popped, and then we head towards maybe 850, right? So let's see how this plays. It's only 931, guys. You got to pop straight up.
Wow.
Yeah.
She gone.
Yeah, this is crazy, kind of like momentum push here. And if we're able to stay back up, I mean, the top of this range, 799, right? I think we do head towards maybe 850, guys, right? I mean, you got to map that level out. I think 850 could be in play. Just basically a straight push up. Map out the low here. Got the low right now sitting at 754. Minute 45 left on the 5-minute chart. I mean, the way I see this, guys, you got to push straight up, right? So if we're really going to head higher, I mean, you should be able to kind of capitalize on the move if it's going to continue, right? So should be more upside coming. Just got to be patient. Pretty steep pullback here. This is what I was saying, guys, right? You get trapped and then all of a sudden you're all right. Look at the pullback here.
That's nasty.
There's the trickery, guys. So, all right. So the high so far, 807.75. Gonna map that out. 807.75. Look at the pullback, chat.
Wow. That's brutal.
What a 5-minute candle. What a 5-minute candle here, chat. So you got about 25 seconds left. And if you got long and stayed long up there, you got chopped. That's why I'm waiting here, guys, because we know that a lot of times you get that pop and then you got the drop, and that's what clearly happened here. So all right, 2 seconds left here. You got the low put in at 714. Let's see, 714 even. Five-minute ORB set. I mean, just a bearish reaction here, guys. Right? So will they lose these lows and kind of continue lower, or are they going to yoke this thing right back up inside of the opening range? A lot of room here, right? Flush these lows below 680. I think a quick short here could be in the cards, guys. Quick short, there it is. See if we get more momentum to kind of flush this thing lower. Want at least 20 points. All right, there's right at 20 points. There's 20 points, guys. Probably gonna end up closing this thing out because it's gonna pull back here. That's definitely pulling back. So don't like that price action. So we'll have to wait. Quick trade there for the short, guys, and we'll have to see if we can re-enter here. Kind of joined the momentum. Saw the 50 EMA get tapped. Wanted no parts of that. So quick short. Let's see if we can catch something else. That was an ORB breakout basically to the downside. The thought process is, right, if we're really going to flush, I might be looking to re-enter here, guys. There's a lot of bearish like momentum kind of stepping in. I think that was a yoke, and we head maybe towards 600 here, to be honest. So let's see how this plays. It's only 937 and quite the volatility, chat. So it is definitely you had a pop to the upside, a heavy retracement. Now you got a bit of a stall. 15-minute candle looks heavy, chat. I think that 200 EMA down here, right at 600, right? They're really flush McGush. We could be headed to 600, chat. I mean, that's just what it is. So I think that 15-minute candle might be a little telling as it kind of finalizes out. This would be the short kind of synopsis here, guys. That would be the box. Think for the flush McGush here, guys. All right, there's more downside, 667. Right back up, nice bottom wick kind of being put in. 4-hour chart kind of swiped the previous 4-hour candles low, and we had a push right back up, guys. So definitely some hanky-panky price action kind of going on.
Yep.
Swiping lows and getting reactions. So let's see how this plays.
Man, those wicks on that 5-minute chart are
Yep,
crazy.
right back up, right back inside of the ORB.
Wow.
You don't like to see this close either, guys, because it's kind of like, right, that long wick, bottom wick. Even if we're going to be bearish, it's like, yeah. All right, so right back up, pretty strong kind of reaction. Got 20 seconds left on the current 5-minute candle. Think I could be looking at an EMA tap, maybe 740. Yep, there's the EMA tap, 740. And that's a bullish closer, guys. That's not a bearish closer, right? So I think if we're able to get back above 740, could be targeting 760. So let's see how this plays. Bearish again, right off the EMA. Still below VWAP, yeah. I mean, definitely, if you look at the 15-minute candle, chat, I mean, you got a long wick top and the bottom. So that's just what it is. There's a battle going on. I think you popped that 14 EMA. More upside could be in for more upside here. Let's see how this plays. Definitely a choppy open, guys, right? Meaning that you had lows put in, you had highs put in, and now we're kind of like in the middle of that. Got to be a little patient.
I feel like this is where a lot of FOMO can come in. What do you think, D?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got to be patient. I mean, that's the thing,
Yeah.
man. We're right back inside of the ORB, but I think if we pop 740, maybe we get more expansion higher, to be honest, guys. That's what I'm looking at, right? You like the bottom wick because you can see on the 15-minute candle, you got that crazy bottom wick and crazy top wick. And we might as well, because we're so close here, guys, to the 15-minute ORB, right? You might as well map it out now because you need clarity. So the low so far is an unlucky number, so I don't even like mapping that out, but it's 666. So that is the low. 15-minute ORB. And the reason why we got to switch, guys, because that 5-minute ORB candle is just, I mean, it's, you know, it's not giving you enough information today, right? You need that 15-minute ORB.
That's good.
Obviously, the 5-minute candle was a rejection candle, guys, but will this continue down, right? It's looking like they want lower lows here. Red folder in 2 minutes. Yeah. So we do have news coming up here, guys. 9:45, right? Red folder is actually at 10 o'clock, chat, if I'm not mistaken, right? So the red folder is actually at 10 o'clock. 9:45 is yellow folder, but it could still have an impact here. So got to be smart. Definitely going to let this 15-minute candle kind of play out. The way I see it, guys, right, we're still stuck here. So if we got more downside coming, we could be headed towards the box I got mapped out, 600. Lower 600. You got about a minute left. Kind of set up the 15-minute ORB. And I mean, the rejection, there's a lot of bearish pressure, guys. So I think that 600 level could get hit. Does it get hit before the news comes out? That's the question, right? Lower 600 here, chat. Taking a quick short, guys. This is a risky trade, but I'm going to take a quick short, see if I can get a little bit more points on a flush. All right, there it is, guys. 25 points. Let's go, baby. Come on, guys. Can we get a 30-pointer here? There's 30 points, chat, right at it. 30 plus 30 points. We're going to close that out going into the news trade. Drop a W in the chat. We got a 30-point banger there right before the news. You got to love it. You got to love it, guys. Oh, man. Javier, I hope you took the short, but, you know, did you take it?
I did not.
Oh, man, he didn't take it, guys. Drop a W in the chat if you took the short, guys. You got paid. That was a 30-point banger. That's right. And you actually got more. Keep in mind, guys, this was a level that we talked about. So we got to talk through this. We can't just let this go to chat. We hit a box. There it is. There's the 600 level tap like we talked about, chat. We just kind of saw the momentum building up. We had to hop in. I could not sit around and be passive there, chat. So we had a crazy kind of flush through the 15-minute low, ORB low, and then we got continuation here. And I had to take that short, guys. There's more downside. I mean, 30,589.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And you know what's crazy today, chat? Somebody just pointed that out. You are correct. At open, we actually, the crazy part is you hit the top box here at open, right at market open, and then you hit the bottom box here as well. So we're 2 for 2 on the boxes here. So D-Money's hitting the box. No pun intended. Make no mistake about it. Oh, man. All right, so you got red folder news coming up here, chat, at 10 o'clock. So somebody said fear of missing out's kicking in. Yeah, people are trying to definitely kind of get short here, guys, right? People are definitely like trying to join the party. So The question is now, right? Let's make sure we got the ORB 15-minute range mapped out accurately, chat. So you got the low put in, 30,622. So that's your ORB low. We got it mapped out, chat. So we are clearly below it, and we're still flushing. I mean, this thing is not stopping at the moment. So there's a lot of selling pressure kind of stepping in here, guys. 572. Man, this is crazy. All right, so obviously 500 level, guys. That's the level. That's the next level that you're gonna look for here, right? Quarter theory kind of in motion. So 500 level will be the next level of interest down here. We're gonna kind of keep this thing going, and then obviously you break that 400 level. So let's see if the momentum kind of keeps flowing here to the downside, guys. So we got one account here up $1,615. We'll see what else we can get here. The party's getting started, so we got plenty of time left. It's only 9:48, chat. You got to be quick on some of these moves because this thing is not slowing down. That's the hard part, right? So if you got FOMO, well, I mean, clearly the momentum is to the downside. We broke below the 15-minute ORB and 500 level. I mean, it's hard to think that we don't at least make an attempt to hit that, chat. Yeah. Right? There's 518.
Man, I would like us to retest the ORB, but
yeah, I think I think we could hit this 500, guys, before kind of like getting some kind of retracement. There's 508. Right, so you're getting pretty close to the box here, and actually got to 505. So if you listen to D Money, you just got paid. So, I mean, hey, if you didn't listen to D Money, you got slayed, right? You got slayed. But if you listen to D Money, you got paid. So. If you took that short down there, guys, drop a W in the chat. You didn't hit 500, but you hit 505.75. That was a
pretty close.
Nice drop there, right? And I still think there could be more downside kind of flowing in here. Somebody said that's your new low. Yeah. I mean, it's, you know, you look at the 4-hour chart, it's super heavy, chat. Super heavy on the 4-hour chart, right? So nothing kind of saying to get long, obviously, until something drastically kind of changes. Will it be the red folder news at 10 o'clock? We don't know. And what do you know, chat? We just hit another box. There it is. You gotta love it. So 498 got hit there. So I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, if you don't listen and if you don't execute, D Money can't do anything else for you guys. So drop a W in the chat if you took the shorts there. You got paid. If you did not, you got slayed. Your account got slayed, unfortunately, right? Because you tried to pay D Money. And when there's momentum in the market, it's probably not a good idea. So we should have the likes rolling here, guys, because you've had multiple opportunities to get paid here. So where are we sitting with the likes? We've ramped up here as promised. We got 4,300 people tuned into the show. We got 1,100 likes, guys. So do me a solid, hit the like button. We got to get the likes up here, chat. We should be above 1,500 likes right now. Dropped a lot of sauce. Saw a lot of W's in the chat. Come on, man. All right, so bounce right off that 500 level, back up 69 points. You would expect some kind of retracement here, guys, right? So
yeah, I like that.
Shout out to T Cooks for the $10 tip. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. Another 5K day. You're the man. Thanks, coach. Hey, I appreciate the kind words, guys, but I don't hit buy or sell for you, so you did all the work. Make no mistake about it. That's right. Look at the pushback up here, chat. That's a 100-point plus reversal right back up. You know some kind of retracement was coming, guys. You helped so much. Thanks. Hey, I appreciate that. I just passed my eval on that. Thank you. Wow, that's crazy, man. Brian Santiago. Tim, how many contracts you slaying? To make 5K. Yeah, that might have been copy trading, chat, right? All right, so let's see. Do we get some kind of bearish reaction here, guys? Right now, we just tapped the ORB low. So, do we get some kind of bearish reaction back down, or do we push back up from here? Right? ORB low 30,622. Remains to be seen. Let's see what happens. Four-hour chart. You got a nice bottom wick being formed here, guys. Right, so you gotta understand that, right? That 1 hour chart as well. Nice bottom wick got put in. Now we're expanding. We're back inside, right at the opening range. Kind of like trying to get back inside of it, right? So if we get back inside of the ORB, obviously that's very convincing for the bulls that they're not willing at the moment to let this thing flush. You're trying to fight a battle here, but yeah, I think you would look for some kind of rejection here, guys. Right? That would make sense here. Quick rejection down. Shorts right off the ORB. Kind of trying to see if we can get back down to maybe lower 500s. That was quite the push. So, all right, there it is, right? So you got to be quick on some of those rejection. That's just a reactionary trade, guys, right? Like right off the ORB, you short it down and try to get out, right? Because you don't want to be stuck. But that was a 50-point reversal, basically, right off the ORB low. Now you're waiting because this candle here might want to dig into this top wick up here, back above 628. So you're kind of waiting to see what plays here. I like the short to 400. Yeah, but see, all right. So if you're trying to get short here, guys, your stop probably would be more than likely you're probably playing it safe back below that previous candle's high, 626, right? And you're trying to ride this thing down back towards 524 or back towards the box here, chat. All right. So Javier, where are you at now? I'm not sure. Obviously, you didn't hop into the 30-point trade. So
not that one, but I did take a short for $200.
So you took a short for 200?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's in the ORB? Yeah, ORB is opening range breakout, guys. That's basically the strategy, right? So you map out either the 5-minute. I mean, there's multiple time frames that you can trade the ORB on. 1-minute chart, 3-minute chart. Doesn't matter the time frame. It's still an opening range trade, right? But I typically map out either the 5-minute ORB or the 15-minute ORB, and that's just mapping out the high and the low starting at 9:30, guys, right? So if you're on the 5-minute candle, you're mapping out the 5-minute ORB. You're gonna map out 9:30, that first 5-minute candle, right? High and low of the candle. And then you're trying to, if price breaks above it, you're looking for longs potentially. If price breaks below it, you're looking for shorts. So today, 15-minute ORB is mapped out here, guys, because we had more kind of like a clarity, right, when it closed out. So obviously we broke below it, so that's bearish, right? We stay below 622. Obviously that's bearish, guys, right? That's not bullish. So you are looking for more continuation to the downside. So if we get back inside of the opening range, however, that could be an indication that the bulls are stepping back in to take us higher. So Need to be cautious of that, right? We do have a bearish EMA cross, guys. We're below all 3 EMAs, the 14, the 50, and the 200. So, right, with a cross. So that's telling you that there's still selling pressure in the market, and you would not want to see previous highs get broken here, right? You want to see us continue with lower lows, lower highs on the way down. Back towards this box here, guys, at 490. You got 2 minutes, 10 seconds left on the current candle. So now you're kind of waiting to see, guys, who wins this battle. Do the bulls or the bears win this battle, right? Like I said, you got more downside here that you're kind of looking for, and I think we're going to get it, chat. There it is. 490 area. You're looking possibly for 490 if the momentum kind of steps back in here to the downside, chat. And right now we're at 545. So got a lower high. Getting ready for a 1 hour candle to close out. So got to be cautious of that, right? We are going to close out on this 1 hour candle, going to put us at 10 o'clock. And keep in mind, guys, 10 o'clock is red folder news, right? So red folder is coming up here at 10 o'clock, chat. So let's see how that news... Let's see how that news kind of prints here, guys, because it could be a yoke back the opposite direction, right? So it could be a knee-jerk reaction. Let's see if we get, obviously the 1 hour candle is going to close bearish, guys. You got 50 seconds left. All right, it's looking like it's going to close bearish. But, you know, if you didn't take a trade, I mean, you probably want to be smart and wait for the red folder, the print. So let's see how this thing plays out here. All right, about 8 seconds left, chat.
Let's see what news does.
Let's see. This is the news candle kind of coming out here. Do they flush us lower or push us back up, right? Keep in mind, this is a new 1 hour candle as well, guys. So do they want to dig us back up inside the body of the previous candle before going lower, right? So that's the other thing you got to be kind of cautious of here, right? Do they want to push us up for a deeper retracement, form some kind of top wick, and then expand back to the downside? That could be possible as well. So would not be surprised at all on that. On a push here, kind of build out that top wick, and then you get the rejection. All right, 604, there's a push. What's a good, somebody wants to know what's a good safe daily target if I want to pass Lucid Flex? Well, I mean, if you're looking at the 50K account, right, you need $1,500 per day, right, roughly, if you want to pass it in 2 days. So if you're trying to pass it gradually, that's depends on you. There's no monthly fee. You can take as long as you want, chat. So that's a personal thing that you got to decide on. Right? Nobody said you got to take. Nobody said you got to take 2 days, chat. You could take a month. You could take a week. You could take 2 days, 1 day, right? 1 day, kind of splitting it up, right? 1,500, and then the next day 1,500, because you got a 50% consistency rule in the evaluation phase. So 1 hour chart right now, like I said, guys, that's what's happening. We're digging into the previous candle's body. So question is this going to be a top wick being formed to drop lower and go back down and retest 490, 495, 496 area? That's the question.
Somebody said, Javier, thanks for your mentoring. I'm pretty much been trading the same time as you, but only one payout. Thanks for sharing your experience and dealing with emotions. Dios te bendiga, hermano. Yeah, man. It's definitely a journey, man. Definitely a journey. But you got to stay positive, man. You got to learn from your mistakes. And that's it, you know. Trying to get better every day, step by step.
Pretty drastic push here, chat. Right back up, 30,641.
What a push up, huh?
So that 1 hour candle's forming, getting quite the reaction.
Javier, what account size you're trading? I'm trading a 50K Lucid Flex account right now.
Somebody said pump to the high today.
So
I mean, we're back chat inside of the ORB, nice. Right? So we're back inside of the opening range. So, you know, the reality is now, do we get some kind of pullback down, or are we going to go higher, right? So quite the bearish candle. Technically, it's a bearish engulfing candle on the 1 hour chart, because the wick in the body engulfs the previous candles actually, right? So remains to be seen, right? Do we kind of continue up here? We're gonna find out. This is that first 5 minutes, chat. This is a news candle. I like to kind of wait, let the news candle play out, right? We had a really good trade, so no need to, in my opinion, kind of rush this now. We got about a minute left, and we'll see how this thing plays, right? Do they get us back below the ORB low, or are we just going to continue higher?
I think this is a good example, of what we were talking about yesterday about changing the bias.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we just got that heavy drop, and now we're getting that push back. So I guess just wait for a little bit of confirmation to see what the market gives us, right?
Yeah, because we don't know, like, right? Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's enough information right now. I mean, that the 1 hour candle just opened, guys. It's been open for less than 5 minutes. So, you know, I think you play it smart. You let the candle open up and give you more information, right? Because the reality is just, we don't know yet if this is going to be a complete reversal, or is just simply a retracement to go lower. Yeah. Right. And if anybody says that oh, it's retracement time 100%, we don't know that, chat, right? I mean, we honestly don't. We got to wait for more information, and that would be looking to see do we respect the ORB low, right? Can we stay above the ORB low? Right? Can we hold basically 624? Because if we start selling back off to the downside, that's not bullish kind of momentum, right? So all right, so let's see right at the ORB, guys, right? So we're either going to get some kind of rejection here, or we're going to get continuation to the upside. So I don't want to get my profits back. Been there too many times. Hey, I think we've all I'm with you. We've all been there. We need somebody watching Javier trades, guys. Javier is a grown man, guys. We're not. No mentorship is gonna watch somebody take a trade. Like, come on, man. That doesn't even make sense, guys. Like, you think we're gonna sit? You think? First of all, we're doing a live stream, so I cannot physically watch Javier take a trade, guys, right? That doesn't even make any sense. So if Javier is not, you know, Javier has to listen and actually, right? We're dropping plenty of sauce here. So the reality is that he's going to have to do some work on his own as well, right? That's part of the mentorship, guys, right? 100%. If he's taking trades that I'm not even talking about, That's not, nobody's going to be over his shoulder to watch him trade. Like, good luck with that. No, if somebody's willing to do that, you need to find them, right? Because that is not going to help, right? So I'm literally kind of talking through right now. I need more information for another setup, right? So if he's taking a trade right now, guys, like D-Money can't control that. PW can't control. There's nobody that's going to watch you, or, right? You're a grown man, right? Or a grown woman out there. And you need to, you got to have self-control. It's like crazy, man. That some people are like,
yep.
Hey D, how long does the news last? Yeah, that was a 5. I mean, the news just got released, guys. That was a 10 o'clock news candle, right? That came out that was bullish. So I'm waiting to see now. Is this going to be just a rejection of the 14 EMA here, right? And then we sell back off to the downside and stay back below the ORB low, right? So I mean, I'm literally talking through what I'm looking for. I mean, there's no other way to. Go push the mouse button for him. I mean, it is. Yeah. I mean, and I'm not trying to. I think you guys get it. I think Javier gets that as well, guys. I have literally. I mean, I'm mapping out areas. I'm putting arrows. I'm talking through setups. I mean, like there is nothing. I can't literally go over there and lock him out of his account. I mean, that's part of. You got to grow, right? You gotta have restraint, because that would do no good, chat. Because guess what? When he's not here and he's taking trades, D-Money's not going to be there. So
guys, I didn't come here to just copy D-Money's trades. I'm here for learning purposes as well. But I am my own trader. I hope you are too. Hope you're not just depending on D-Money to make you money. I hope you can find your own sauce. Not having to depend on somebody. I don't think that's the point of trading.
All right, so right now we're holding the ORB low, guys, right? Will it maintain? I mean, this 5-minute candle is going to close out. New 1 hour candle, put in a top wick, but is that enough for the flush McGush? The way I see it, chat, we're going to have time to enter, right? If this is really going to reject and kind of sell back off towards 500, we should start seeing like basically lower lows, lower highs, and right now we're seeing higher highs and higher lows. So it hasn't shifted yet to the downside, guys. If you notice, right, you got a low here, you got a higher low, you got another higher low. So the price action is not dictating that bears are stepping in yet with aggression. So no short in play for me as of yet, and you're kind of waiting for market structure to give you more information, guys. You got 4 minutes 35 seconds left on the current 15-minute candle. And we'll have to see how this plays. Where's entry for the long? Well, first of all, we're not a signal service, so we don't hit buy. We don't tell you when to buy or sell. But I literally said that for longs, price needs to hold the ORB low, guys. Right? You don't want to see us back below 622. If we lose 622, it could be kind of like a momentum shift back to the downside. Because if not, okay, like what I'm trying to say, guys, is this a V-shaped recovery, right? Is this a valid V-shaped recovery that's happening? I think we need to close above the 14. If that's the case, right, we should have no issue closing above the 14 EMA. We're right at it right now, 30,655. And we should have no issue kind of expanding higher. So I'm watching for reactions here, chat. Reactions, right? Either bullish or bearish off of this 14. Right now it's kind of holding. You got 3 minutes 15 seconds left. Current 5-minute candle. 15-minute candle looks really good. Looks strong. So 700, chat, is the 14 EMA on the 15-minute chart. So if the pump continues, that could be a level of interest, right? Back to 700. And it's pushing, chat. It's trying. So yeah, I mean it's strong, right? The bulls are stepping in here. They're 675. Two minutes left on the current 5-minute candle. This is your 4-hour candle kind of pushing back up as well. 1-hour candle pushing back up as well.
So a question for Javier. Since you use VWAP, you see the price gets there and bounce back down. Have you seen price do that before? Oh yeah, VWAP does that a lot. That's why I have it on my charts. I know D-Money said he used to, but he took it off. But usually VWAP is a point where it usually, you know, bounces back down or up. A support/resistance zone. So I usually wait to see what's going on with price in that area, but for sure, like right now we are at VWAP. If you have your VWAP on your charts, that it's kind of pulling back on that area. But again, we just have to see what price gives us now. It doesn't happen all the time, you know, at all. I don't think any indicator is 100% on trading, but definitely it has worked a lot on me.
All right, so that's 30,668, right? You're coming up on the close of the 5-minute chart here, hanging out right basically below right above the 14 EMA, guys. Longs are looking promising, Chad. If we can hold this 14 on this candle closure, right? I think we make an attempt to get back above 700. So see how this thing closes out. Got a few seconds left. Yeah, I think it's gonna get us. Yeah, I mean it's 681.
Pumping.
All right, new candle open here, chat, and I think I'm gonna try a quick long, actually, right? So let's see if we can get to 700. Might be a little risky, but I'm gonna try it here, guys. At least 10 points on the trade. There it is. There's 10 points, 15 points. There's 702, chat. 15-point trade. Can we get 20? I'm not sure, but probably gonna scrap this now. So quick pop there to 700. Just played the continuation for a quick trade there. 15 points, you gotta love it. So if you took the trade, drop a W in the chat. We talked about 700 level being an area of interest, guys. You got hit. You gotta love it. 200 EMA is basically the level, guys, where we were kind of watching, right? And that kind of matches up with the 700 level. So we figured that the momentum was kind of building there. We would at least make an attempt to hit. I clicked buy right before D-Money. Yeah. So now let's see how we kind of react here, guys. So you had a 15-point trade. You had a 30-point trade. It's 10-16. And is this a V-shaped recovery, guys, right? I mean, you need to hold 703 on the 15-minute chart, right, for this to kind of continue. I think, in my opinion, we need to get back above and hold 14 and 50 EMA. We do that, I think, yeah, I mean, we could be getting ready to challenge the top of the range. So, but this could be a reactionary level, guys, for a rejection at 700 levels. So I am watching this now, right? I need more information. Could sell back off, right? We lose the 14 below 660. That is not great for the bulls. We'll find out. So did you take the trade, Javier?
Yeah.
They want to know.
Yeah.
All right. So where are you at, P&L wise? You know, we got a bunch.
I'm at 450 right now.
450.
Yeah.
So you're up 450.
Yeah.
All right. So Javier's green, guys. He's up 450. Obviously, we're gonna try to hold that today. So. And not give it back. So let's see. $30,688. If you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know the vibes. Come on, man.
Hit the
gotta
like,
get to 2,000 likes, guys. We should be at, this should be a 2,000 like day. We got to get to 2,000 likes here on the show, guys. We've had multiple trades called out here, showed you the trades, talked through them, talked through, actually, there's multiple levels that got hit today. I think at least three guys, right? So there should be no reason why we're not sitting at 2,000 plus likes. Got to hit 2,000.
Come
guys.
on, 2,000 likes and D-Money hits the moonwalk.
Nah, we didn't say that, buddy. So you got 1,400 likes. We got 4,100 people tuned in. So I know there's people out there that have not hit the like button, guys. Hanging out below 700. Bit of a rejection here. So this is what you were kind of worried about, guys, right? See how price is kind of rejecting now off of the 50 and 200 EMA. So you're kind of waiting to see, right? Do we lose that 14? Because if we lose that 14, look out. We could be headed to back towards lower 600. So got to be a little smart here and kind of let the price do its thing, and then we'll try to join the momentum. Why is 2,000 likes important? Yeah, we don't get paid off likes or anything, chat. Well, I'm just trying to help do my part, help grow the channel, chat, right? So we've had 2,000 likes pretty much for months when D-Money rocks out in the morning, guys. So trying to keep that streak alive. We need less than 400 likes, and we got 4,000 people here. So that math doesn't make sense, right? We should be definitely able to hit 2,000 likes. So we're at 1,600 right now. All right, so we talked about the ORB, guys. That was obviously a topic on the mentorship for day number 3, right? So we talked about ORB. We talked about being patient, waiting for setups to kind of play out. Range breakout strategies, guys. So that go along with the ORB chat, right? So that's one of the topics here. So if price flushes through the opening range in either direction, guys, bullish or bearish, you're looking to join the momentum, right? Because technically that kind of tells you that the momentum is in this case to the downside, right? We had a break below it. If you guys noticed, we talked about shorts down here, join the momentum. We were talking about 500 level getting hit, and that played out right to the downside. So now that we're back inside of the range, there's a lot of people that don't trade in the range, guys. They wait because now, is this a level of kind of like consolidation or right indecision, whatever the case may be. So people wait because you had a flush below the bottom of the range, you had a push right back up, and a lot of times that drastic push, chat, is just simply a pretty aggressive retracement to go higher, right? And that was a 162 point retracement back up, chat, right? So if you map out the ORB, kind of like breakout to the downside in the total range, you're talking 312, right around 312, 160 plus point retracement. So half of that move got ate up already, and we're still trying to push again now, right? So I think if we pop 711, I think there's a good chance we're headed to 765, which is that daily candle high from yesterday, chat. So let's see. So what other questions did you have here? Obviously you're green. Sounds like you're green, Javier, right? So
yeah, just I mean, I think you said it, you said it at the beginning of the session. I think a good question would be like that we touch upon the risk to reward. I guess when you're trading, when you hop on a trade. Yeah. When you hop on a trade, do you because this is what I try to do. I try to see the risk to it. I see, okay, if I'm going to hop on this trade and this candle, the previous candle's low or whatever the risk could be is like 80, 90 points, then maybe it's not that good of a trade. You know what I'm saying? So like, how do you deal with that? Do you, is that something that you first look at when you hop on that trade? You're like, okay, I'm risking 20, 30 points to try to make, maybe, I don't know if you're going for 1-1 to get 30 points. Kind of, I guess, just touch up on that. Yeah. So I'm always trying to measure out basically your risk reward. I mean, you want at least a 1-to-1, guys, right? So if you're risking 10 points, I mean, you're trying to pick up at least 10 points, right? It doesn't make sense to be risking 10 points and you're trying to get 5 points. So, but the reality is I'm measuring based off of, if you kind of see on the chart, like I'm looking at previous highs, previous lows, chat. And a lot of times I am mapping out my risk reward based off of that. I'm trying to get an entry that makes sense, right? Within 10, 15 points to have a stop loss, right? I don't want to have typically more than that. You guys will rarely see me have a stop loss more than 20 points, guys. I mean, that's just reality. I just don't want to do it. Now, will that hurt me sometimes? Absolutely, because I'm going to see trades basically push up, right? 25 points, kick me out, and then go in my direction. That's just life. But I know, to be honest, guys, once the directional move happens and maybe I got stopped out, there's always time typically to rejoin, right? And maybe a better kind of like risk reward. So right now, as an example, guys, if I'm short here, where would my stop be, right? So my stop would probably be back above 707 because that's the previous candle's high. I do think, it's not looking too hot for the bulls right now because you got two higher lows. You got a low, higher low, and maybe we flush the 14 now, right? If we flush and lose it, chat, then obviously you'll be looking for more downside. So how do you map this out? You could play it one or two ways. You can put your stop aggressively above the current candle's high, 5-minute chart, which would be like 685, and then you would have got stopped, right? So, or the ultimate highs are up here. This is where your stop technically needs to be if you're trying to short this thing down right now, guys, right? And you're always measuring to kind of play it out. You're like, okay, I'm risking 25 points possibly, but my, the TP area would be maybe the box down here, right? Which would be like 57 points. Yeah. So you're risking 22, 23 points, but you're trying to pick up 55. That's a good trade. Yeah. And I mean, in my opinion, guys. Or you wait for the retracement like that's currently happening right now, and you be patient and wait for hopefully the potential of a top wick being formed, guys, on the 5-minute chart, and you're placing your stop now at like 712. So now your stop is only 15 points, and you're trying to short this thing back down, right? Yeah. And that actually could be, that's how I trade, guys, right? My stop right now would be back above 712, because if it pops above 712, I don't want to be short anymore, chat. I know that we could have the potential to go higher. If that makes any sense here, right? So that's where the stop placement would be.
and then you're targeting lows for maybe 30, 40 points. Chat, right?
That's good. Yeah.
So you can live with the loss, right? Because if hey, at the end of the day, you know the momentum is pointing towards the downside. You can live with that. If they stop you out, so be it.
Yeah.
That, in my opinion, is a good trade. We'll take that trade, guys, just for illustration purposes. Let's see if we get paid here. Back below 664 for a potential take profit, right? So there's 10 point. We have 6 or 7 points actually, guys. Will this thing pull back enough? Get at least 10 points, 15 points. We'll find out, right? If I get stopped, I get stopped. That's fine. Just kind of trying to play this where, you know, we pick up some momentum here to the downside, but we'll find out if we get paid or not. Like I said, if they pop that previous candle high, guys, I don't want to be short anymore. That's just what it is. So and so far they're battling, so that's not great for the position, right? So they're battling, they're not kind of flushing it lower. And a lot of times I will move my stop down, guys, because I don't want to get yoked too much, right?
Yeah.
So there's 708. I even moved it lower. I need this thing to go, chat. If it's gonna flush, it needs to flush now. Like, I'm not willing to kind of give it more room here. It needs to go. There's 5 points, kind of back and forth seesaw action. And the longer we kind of sit here, chat, it's not great for the position, in my opinion, right? Because I'm trying to trade momentum. And yeah, see, I don't like that. So not looking too hot here, guys. Right, looking like they're going to bust these highs. Something's coming here. So let's see. They're either going to push this with conviction. Yeah, that's not great. Going to close that out, guys. Right, so it popped the high, exited the trade. And I think longs clearly now are the move, guys. See, you can kind of tell because that level did not hold up, chat, right? If the bears were really here, that level should have held.
Yeah.
Right? So I think there's a good chance that we're headed to 763 here, right? So, and that's where like I think the confusion is where people are like, oh, well, you were bearish. Yeah, I was bearish, but the momentum is not, it's not giving me the momentum, guys, right? So clearly longs are the move here, chat. It's looking like they're going to try to push this higher. So I am watching to see the reaction, right? Either that or that was just a swipe to go lower, right? So, but I think bulls have stepped in with aggression. So let's see how this plays. And you got to be able to pivot, chat. I mean, right? I mean, if they don't flush us and they just gave us a candle that printed how it printed, you got to be smart. Tried to short, and maybe the stop was a little too tight. Who knows? We're gonna find out here shortly, I think, because if the momentum gets flowing, then we lose that 14, right? If the bulls step in here, then we shouldn't have an issue getting back above. And maybe the entry was a little early. Let's see. Long stepping in, bull stepping in here. 30,715. Yeah, I mean, you gotta love it, guys, right? Sometimes your entry is your stop, like we just talked about. Sometimes your stop is a little early or a little too tight because we're getting some kind of reaction here. 30,712. Will they get us back to 675, or are they gonna yoke this thing right back up? Just kind of watching to see how this plays, right? We couldn't get the momentum to the downside, so is this a wick retracement? $15-minute candles, bearish. They lose to 14, I think. More downside, so let's see, guys. Definitely having a bit of a stall, right? There's a battle kind of going on here, chat, at this 14 EMA 5-minute chart. And then they just yoked it right back up, so. Try to short, then get the continuation, and we basically went nowhere so far. So we'll see. How this candle kind of plays out. You gotta love it. Right back down. My stop was here, guys, right at like 713 originally. It got up to 727. But was I willing to give it that extra 15 points? No, right? So double top on the yes. Gotcha. So I think 730, kind of like the new level, guys, right? 730 needs to hold. And then you get the continuation down. Yeah. That would be the move here, Chad, I think, right? 730 needs to hold, and then we get momentum to the downside here. Back towards 678. Got the flush McGush there for a few points.
Flush McGush.
Yep, there it is. There it is, guys. 688. They're a little bit more in the tank here. Yep, 688. Come on. There it is, 686, guys. We'll take that off. Quick short there. I think you got more downside here now to 678, chat. So that's just basically kind of playing it where they got me on the first trade, guys. I think there's more downside here as well. I want us back below the 14. I think we're headed back to 622 or lower, chat. So my first entry was a little early. Just re-entered for another short. Took the W there. And we're going to keep this thing rocking, guys. So I think, you know, they got me on that first trade because my stop was at like 711, 712. They got it up to 730, then had a nice rejection. Look at it, look at it now, guys. She gone.
What a rejection.
She gone. There's 675. So if you listen to D Money there, you took that short, you got paid. Drop a W in the chat. And I think this box, I think 622 could be in play here, chat. This could be one of those trades where it's like they just flush it and they don't kind of give you a retracement because we've already had that fake out up top. And what I mean by that is you had that crazy push up and then you had a rejection right back down. We definitely need to lose 662, guys, for more continuation though, right? We need to lose 662. these lows need to get taken out. And I think, right, once we lose, if we lose these lows, look out to the downside. We just had a bounce right back up so far. So somebody said they told us 666. Yeah, I won't be associated with that. So Apex right now, guys, 90% off using the code PW. That's right. 90% off. You're able to buy 5 packs and bundle right now. You can get 5 trailing drawdown accounts for $95 using the code PW. Right back up here, chat. Right back up so far. So a little hanky-panky kind of like price action here. Long bottom wick on the current 15-minute candle.
But that's what amazes me about your trading, D, is that even though it's like kind of weird price action, you're so good at determining the opportunities and like taking what you can get. You know what I mean? Like that short was perfect example. You saw that opportunity, you took it real quick, and even though the price, you know, because if somebody's still in that trade, they just got,
oh yeah,
you know,
if they held it, yeah, they got yoked.
But you were able to capitalize on that because you were able to get in, you saw the opportunity, you executed, you got out, got your money, and that's it. And
yeah, so if you look at it, guys, right? So, but remember, I don't always get it right either, right? I mean, I wanted a short, I wanted a short, and my stop was 712. I got stopped. I had to close that trade out, right, on the first attempt to get short. I just got short when I saw this bearish candle here, guys, kind of print. Once that candle printed for me, that was a rejection, right? Back down, and I wanted to short it. So now, I mean, the bulls are stepping in here. You kind of bounce off of this. I mean, you got to be honest. This is basically a support level here, chat, because the last time we were down here, we bounced, and we're getting that same reaction. So sometimes you got to react, guys. And I think, you know, people get upset because they see you, you know, obviously the first short didn't work. The second short, it did work. So, I mean, that's like 3 winning trades, 1 losing trade. That's just life, chat, right? The direction will, you know, we talked about that. It's funny a few minutes earlier that sometimes your stop, right, is not going to be wide enough, but I was not willing to give it more than what I gave it, guys, on that on the trade I got stopped out on. That's just what it is. So bullish pin bar was able to close above all 3 EMAs, guys. So that's not bearish, like kind of like price action on that 5-minute candle closure. Right, tested the support down here, pushed right back up above all 3 EMAs. That's momentum. That's bullish strength in the market. So will that continue? Right, this current 15-minute candle has 4 minutes 36 seconds left, and you're kind of, if you zoom on your chart, you see a high up here. You see a higher low, even though we swiped the previous candle's high. So the question is this another higher low, guys, right? That's what I'm trying to frame. And when I'm looking at the market, you got a high, lower high, even though we swiped that, right? But the candle closed down here. And then would this be another higher low, or are we just going to pop it, right? So you're trying to kind of map out structure. If we're able to get back above these highs here, chat, at 728, I think we challenge 763. So that's the thought process. Because if we're really bearish, we should not, in theory, be able to kind of extend higher from here, right? We should kind of fall back off. So let's see how this plays. Why 763? Because that's the daily. That is the daily candle level, chat. 30,763.25 is yesterday's daily candle high. If you listen to D-Money and PW wisdom, you will profit. If you listen to yourself with no wisdom or understanding of what you're doing and just follow blindly, you will lose. Yeah, you still got to kind of know. You got to know what's going on here, chat. I think that's the goal of the channel, is that we're not just, you know, the goal would be for you to be able to fish for yourself. You know, I mean, clearly that's the reality. Now, there's 2 sides of this right now with market structure, chat. You got the... I mean, look at the W pattern that kind of formed here on the 5-minute chart down here, chat, right? You got down, up, and then expansion higher. So this is going to be you know, high, retracement, higher, retracement, higher, retracement, and then another, you know, higher. We don't know yet, right? So I think longs are definitely promising on a breakout up here above 727 for more continuation to that daily candle high from yesterday, 763. If we cannot break that and we start breaking down, then yeah, you could be looking for more downside. So there's two things kind of happening right now on the chart, guys, right? You got bullish momentum kind of forming, bullish price structure on the 5-minute chart. And 15-minute chart, you got a V-shaped recovery, right? That's clearly there. It's just a matter of, is it going to hold, guys? Is it going to hold, right? Right now they're fighting. And like I said, if we push this level, I think you get your answer, chat. You push get back above 728, 727 level. I think you got your answer.
Yeah, look at that wick on that 15-minute chart too.
Yep. All right, there's the break there, guys. So I think we got our answer here, chat. That we are grinding here towards 760, 763, guys. Yep.
I was able to get that long from 720 too.
Say that again.
That I was able to get a long from 720.
All right, Javier's long from 720, guys. He just called that out right now. So he said he's long from 720. $15-minute candle. Getting ready to close out here, chat. About 45 seconds left, right, on the current 15-minute candle. Let's see how this plays. 30-minute chart right now is bearish as well. Long bottom wick. But is that, you know, can they push out of this? Where's your stop loss?
Oh, I already took the profit. I went from 720 to 740.
All right, so he's out. He's out already, guys.
Yeah,
we got a gunslinger over here.
I took that out because I saw the 15-minute candle. It was green, and the second it got that little pullback, I didn't like that.
Yeah, so it sounds like he picked up about 20 points there and then exited. So we'll see how this plays out. I'm curious to see how this 15-minute candle closes. So, all right, 15-minute candle closed bearish, chat. You see what I'm saying here, guys? You got a high, lower high, and then is this another lower high, right? We need to pop these highs. We need to stay back above 7, I think. So here, 739 on a 15-minute chart needs to get taken out to the upside, right? If we can't do that, we're headed back towards this box where my cursor is right now. Nasty kind of price action here, though, right? You had to pop and then a rejection. If you rewatch the stream again for homework, chat, you will start seeing the bigger picture each time. Don't get lazy, gems in every stream. Hey, Wisdom, hey, we definitely appreciate that, man. I think that's a good point as well, guys. A very good point. So let's see how this plays, guys. You got 715 kind of holding up. Will the bulls step back in here? I think if you lose 700, I think you do look for new lows. So the bulls need to kind of step in here with aggression to take us higher, chat. Good morning. You're really dropping sauce on using the wicks. Hey, I appreciate it. All right, let's kind of see how this plays here, guys, right? You all right?
Yeah, the mic just dropped.
Somebody said you look like Aaron Hernandez.
Damn. That's deep.
Yeah, I mean it's battling here, guys, right? I think bulls are fighting here. Like I said, look out. If we're able to kind of reclaim this level, I think we do get a pop here, maybe 739 or higher. Going. So let's see how this plays. A little bit of a tricky kind of area that we're in right now. You need some conviction either direction.
Somebody said, Javi, you got to spit bars before you drop the mic.
Yeah, right. So in this 15-minute candle, guys, this is what we're kind of fighting right now, I think. That bearish closure with the long top wick. So do we kind of flush McGush from here, guys, back towards 665? Could be the move here, chat. With that previous candle being a bearish closure, guys, a lot of times price wants to dig into that wick, right? So look out here for 660 area. Is that a level of interest for the bears? Think so, guys, right? 687. So not looking too hot, right? 5-minute chart. You had another like lower high. You got 30 seconds left. I think you get some kind of test of 660 here, guys. It's not looking great for the bulls at the moment here, chat. So I think more downside could be in play here, kind of forming on the chart. And that's back towards the bottom of the box here, guys, basically, right? They're set 673. You got to be quick on some of these trades, chat. There it is. There's 660. Oh, man, there it is. There's the bottom of the box, guys. You just kind of see that forming, right? 15-minute chart, chat. And I think we could be in for more downside, right? We could not hold the top. So if you took the short there, drop a W in the chat because you got paid. You definitely got paid there because that's 30,664. That's right. And there's 657, chat. You gotta love it. You switch up quick, LOL. You gotta switch. You gotta be pivotable, guys. You gotta be able to pivot in the market. I'm always like dumbfounded, guys, when people are like upset because you're able to capitalize on a move in either direction. Isn't that the point of trading, guys?
Yo.
Like,
Yeah.
am I missing something?
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
you know what it is? It's almost like they're upset because you're able to kind of get both sides of the market. It's like, guys, it's I literally said if it rejects the 14, you're looking for a downside. That's just what it is. I literally had a box drawn out. Like, what's the issue? What's the issue, guys? I'm literally talking. I got a box drawn out, and I'm telling you that level 660 level is the area of interest, right? We couldn't go higher. So if you were still looking for a long, and I'm telling you that there's an opportunity for us to drop to lower 660 area, and you didn't take a trade, that's on you. You gotta do some digging there, guys. That's not on me. And I see people like, oh, PW, that's not on PW either. Like you guys need to, you're gonna have to adapt. That's just what it is.
Adapt. That's the correct word. Yep.
I mean, like what's the problem? Like, if you all right, let's do this, guys. Let's do a quick exercise. If you took that short and you got paid, guys, drop a W in the chat. Let's see how many. Let's see who took it. Let's see who took the short, guys. Right? Because if there's all these people that got paid, why the people that did not? You're missing something on your end. That's just what it is, chat. Like, I mean, and I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm being honest. All these W's and you're like upset because I wasn't looking for a long. Well, I'm not looking for a long because we couldn't go higher. What are you upset about? We couldn't even pop the previous candle's high. So why would I be looking for a long, right? Look at the 15-minute chart. We could not pop the previous candle's high. I literally said you need us back above the 15-minute candle's high for longs. We didn't do that. We started dropping to the downside. It's as simple as that. If you listen to the commentary, it makes sense. Because in order for us to go higher, obviously you need to pop the previous candle's high. That's basic trading. That's just what it is. Like, it's not like I just said, like, oh, I'm looking for a short here and I didn't talk through anything, guys. That's not the case. That's why I have an issue with that, chat, right? It's like, it's not like I literally said, like, oh, yeah, oh, I'm short. And there's no explanation. There's nothing behind it. Like, that's not the case. That's not the case. I'm allowed, the last time I checked, to take longs or shorts, right? I mean, like there's, I'm not restricted from trading either direction, right? But I'm literally explaining what I'm looking for, guys. And it's like funny because I literally got a box drawn out down here and I'm talking through it. So go look in the mirror.
You'll never be happy, bro.
And do some self-reflection if you didn't take it. That's on you. You gotta love it. Oh, man. All right, so this signal is not a call service. You have to manage your own risk and choose yourself when to buy and sell. It's 100% on you. You do not blame someone else for it. Yeah, it's like crazy, man. It's like, it's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Sometimes it's frustrating because it's like people are making comments and it's, you know, it is what it is. All right, so you got Warbucks, chat. Make no mistake about it. You're able to get started for as cheap as $36 with an equity account, trading Nvidia, Apple, Tesla, Facebook, etc. So WarbucksBTC.com. You know the vibes. You gotta love it. You can kind of see it here, chat, right? So you got basically here, you got options here with Warbucks, guys. What I'm referring to here, you probably want to use GUI Pro. I love GUI Pro. It's basically Tradebait. So you go to equity accounts, and you can see it here. You got options here from 5K up to 200K. $36 gets you started using the code PW. You're able to trade all the top stocks. So you can trade crypto with Warbucks as well as equities. So you got Nvidia, Apple, Tesla, all the top stocks you're able to dabble in here. Make no mistake about it, guys. The market gets hot, you're able to leverage and take advantage of that. So and if you're bored waiting for a setup, you can play around with the skull. Make no mistake about it. WarbucksBTC.com. Use the code PW. We got you covered. Nice plug. Oh, man.
Come on.
All right, so let's see what we have here, chat. right? Is there going to be more continuation here to the downside, right? 15-minute candle looks bearish, could not pop the previous candle's high, so we're back below the 14. That's bearish as well. 5-minute chart, you got 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. Will this candle kind of flush these lows below 656?
Let's go.
You could trade NQ and futures overnight, but not stocks. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're able to trade stocks. Stocks doing regular hours, guys. You got to close those positions out. But you could trade, obviously, future crypto market pretty much all day. All right, there's the flush McGush here, guys. More downside, like I said. You're looking for now 622 could be in play here, guys. That's the ORB low. I think we're obviously trying to head back towards that low here to the downside. So you're in. It sounds like you're in a short, Javier. You got to call it out, man. You're in a short.
I just got out.
Oh man, this guy.
I was short from 676.
I think once traders understand the simple process of liquidity and how it affects the market, things would be much easier. Yeah, Matthew, you got to do some work on your end, guys. Right? That's just what it is. You're gonna have to do some work, but. Yeah, I think 622 here could be a level of interest for the Bears. This thing looks, you got a minute, 22 seconds left on the current candle. So the question is, do you get it now? Do you get some kind of retracement first before going lower, chat? So.
Yeah, Dina, correct me if I'm wrong, because this is what I saw. I saw that we broke that support level. That I had the same box that you have on that 5-minute chart.
Yeah.
And I saw that we weren't bouncing back up. Also, I saw on the 15-minute that the previous higher high didn't hasn't been taken out. And I just saw bearish momentum to the downside.
Yeah, so the 15-minute chart, chat, is I think the most clearest chart right now with this kind of market structure that you're looking at. And I think we get an attempt here for 622, chat. I honestly do, but we'll see how it plays, right? Maybe on the open of the new 1-hour candle, because that's coming up here shortly. But the reality is, guys, is the 15-minute chart, it's kind of showing you that you got no high, right? You got highs up here, you got a lower high, you got another lower high, and then now you got the rejection to the downside, right? So that's why when I saw the market structure and we did not pop the previous 15-minute candles high, you gotta understand market structure, chat, and that's on you to study, right? And kind of get familiar with chart time, basic market structure. You can draw a trend line, you can do whatever you want to make it easier for you to see it, but that's what's happening. I literally have it mapped out on the chart, right? So now you're looking for some kind of pushback up here and then a rejection
on the wick and then
lower
down
at the moment. This is a new 1-hour candle, chat. Previous candle did close bullish. So that is very interesting, right? It's 11 o'clock. And you're kind of looking out to see how this plays. Maybe we form some kind of top wick and then, you know, are we going to expand lower or are we going to continue to push now, right? Was that retracement, guys, simply the 1-hour candle closing out, right? And then now we're going to continue in the direction of the 1-hour candle. We don't know yet. We got to wait and see. And I think that's where people get like upset, because they want you to stick to one side of the market, guys. But if you're trying to make money in this market, chat, you're gonna have to be able to take longs and shorts, right? You can't just be. And I know that typically your trading percentage, it's higher when you trade one directional. And there's days where the market's trending and it's giving you that. But if you really want to capitalize on the market and you're trading momentum, you're trying to join where the momentum is.
I think it's like what you said is the whole adapting part. Like you have to be able to adapt.
It did not pop the high on the 15-minute candle, guys. I'm looking at the 15-minute chart. You're not listening. Georgia, you're not listening. The 15-minute candle did not pop 739. The candle that just closed, the high of that candle, did not pop the previous candle's high. We're not talking about the 5-minute. We're talking about the 15-minute chart. That's why I have the 3 arrows mapped out on the 15-minute chart. You got a high, you got a lower high, and you got another lower high put in. It did not pop that. Go back and look at your 15-minute chart. It's like unreal, man.
See, right now it's trying to make an attempt to come back up, but I would like to see that EMA hold, you know, obviously if you're bearish.
Yeah, if you're bearish right now, chat, you don't want us back above, you know. Now, the thought process remains the same here. If we're going to drop lower, you don't want to see us pop the previous 15-minute candles high now, right? So 30,723, guys, you want to see that level hold, and we get more selling pressure now stepping in to the downside.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. So that's what's happening right now on the chart, guys. Right? Like I know. So there's times where the market's telling you that you probably should be long, and there's times when the market's telling you that you probably should be short. And if you can adapt to that, because let's face it, chat, over 90% of people never get to a payout. You know why? That's part of the reason what we're dealing with here on stream, right? Is that people, they cannot in their head kind of get out of, you know, oh, the market was bullish, so I got to stick long. It's like you got to be able to be able to pivot, man. That's just what it is. So I feel sorry for the people that they don't understand that, guys, right? Because they're gonna have a hard time. That's just a fact, right? And they want you to kind of trade how they trade, right? And either take a loss or something. It's like crazy, like how the thought process is, but it is what it is. All right, so not feeling how the 1 hour candle closed. Bears seem like they weren't strong enough to push down. Yeah, and that is true, right? So what now, right? You're kind of looking at this new 1 hour candle, chat, that just opened. And like I said a few minutes ago, was that drop, was that strictly the 1 hour candle kind of closing out, and now we get the bullish continuation, right? Like, because make no mistake about it, the candle still closed bullish on the 1 hour chart, chat. It still closed bullish, right? It didn't close bearish. So was that simply a wick basically kind of being put in, and then now it spanned to the upside? So you're always constantly trying to kind of evaluate what's going on, who's in control, bulls or bears. That's it. And then you're trying to join the momentum, guys.
And D, I feel like we also got to keep in mind that we're still in that middle of the ORB, you know what I'm saying? We haven't yet been able to break out towards the downside or the upside. We're still in that middle of the range, so
yeah, you know. So and that's a good point, right? So the ORB high, guys, we got it mapped out 30,807. So we put in a high, and then we started dropping to the downside. We broke below it. So the question is going to be, right, are we getting ready now to head back to the top of the ORB, or are we gonna get back below the ORB? So all that stuff you're kind of keeping in your mind. Some people don't trade in the middle of the ORB. They wait. Right? They simply wait for a break back above it or back below it, and then they try to join the party, right, in that direction.
Yep, 100%. Yep.
Can you explain how Lucid Pro works in the funded stage? Just got funded today and trying to plan my consistency. Yeah, I got you covered. Make no mistake about it, guys. So you got Lucid accounts here. Right now, you get 2 accounts, 50% off using the code PW. After that, it goes to 30% off, guys. So Lucid Pro account in the funded stage. And if you want clarification, all you got to do is go to the site, click on funded rules, and you'll get the drop down here. And basically, you get 40% consistency. So if you're trying to plan that out, you got 40% consistency rule, right? 3 days to pay out. And if you want more clarification, you need to go to the FAQs. You go down to Lucid Pro. You go to payouts. And then you look at the 50K, guys. Minimum profit goal. It says you must earn at least a minimum goal between cycles to earn a payout, right? So it's going to be $500, the same as Flex. 40% consistency rule. And then if you look here, payout number 1 is going to be $2,000. Payout number 2, it's going to be $2,500, guys. Right? So that is it. Now, if you look at profit over buffer balance, kind of talks about it, right? The buffer is equal to initial max loss plus 100. So for you in this case, you need to be at to request a payout, your profit must exceed the buffer balance, which acts as a safety net to avoid max loss limit. After a payout, you cannot take the payout from the buffer balance. So you need to get that account basically rolling. chat. Right, so you got to get that balance rolling, because you can only take it above the buffer. Give me 1 second here, chat. All right, sounds like we got some news coming in here, guys. Hot off the press. Make no mistake about it. So we're gonna hop into that here in a second. So that's right. You got Warbucks accounts, guys. Flash sale here. 40% off all equity accounts at Warbucks, chat. That is cray with little Ray. So flash sale going on. Take advantage now. You're able to take advantage here. 40% off all equity accounts. We got accounts as cheap as $36, guys. Regular price is $45. So if you do the math on that and you're talking 40% off, I mean, that is cray with little Ray here, because you're able to get that account rolling for $27. So you can get started for as cheap. It looks like it's $27, guys, for equity accounts. Able to trade the top stocks. Obviously, we kind of broke that down earlier, right? Nvidia, Apple, Tesla, Google, etc. So why not? You can get started for as cheap as $27 with Warbucks. If you want to go bigger, you're able to size up here, right? So you got 10K accounts as well. You do the math, guys, off the original price. Take the discount of 40%, and you'll have your number, right? So, but you got 5K accounts up to $200 accounts, so it's as cheap as $27. To get started, you do have some available add-ons for the equities, chat, as well. You can add on a 90% profit split, right, plus 10% there, right, because it's typically 80-20. You can add on consistency here and get it to 33%, or you can get up to 50% consistency rule, which is cray with little Ray, guys. So warbucksbtc.com, you know the vibes. 40% off flash sale for all equity accounts. That's right. Using the code PW. You gotta love it. Oh man, so yeah, that's crazy, guys. Gonna have to take advantage of that. Why not? Beautiful trading day. Real morning. Hard morning, but I'm up 22 points. Yeah. I mean, it's like that sometimes, guys. Right? Every day is not going to be peaches and cream. You gotta make sure that you kind of understand that. So every day is not going to be, a great day. The question is, did you learn something? Can you bounce back? Maybe you took a loss or something and you're able to kind of get yourself out of the hole. Price hanging out right now, 30,700. Not breaking down, chat, again, right? Price is not necessarily kind of giving you bearish structure. It looks like it's giving you some kind of bullish structure. And like we said, guys, is that basically the higher time frame kind of push, stepping in here to go higher? That's what it's looking like, chat. Back towards maybe 763 here, guys. See how you had basically the support put in and then a push higher. 15-minute candle right now is looking a little bullish. We'll see how this plays. I think if we're able to get back above the previous candle's high, 15-minute chart, I think you got your answer there, guys, right? So I need people to kind of listen to what we're saying. You're looking for previous candle's highs to get taken, especially on a 15-minute chart, right? Because on a 5-minute chart, remember, chat, there's a lot more candles. So a lot of times you get previous highs taken, but then you get a rejection right back down. So while moving up to the 15 is because I know, right, you've had already this setup kind of happening here, right, with these lows. So you're waiting to see these previous highs get broken. So that's how we look for a long And then I wouldn't want to see us get back below 673, guys, on the 5-minute chart here, right? So if you're looking for longs, I don't want to see us get back inside of this box, right, on the 5-minute chart, because the reality is if we lose the previous candle's low, like, is that really bullish market structure, guys, right? We should be able to put in higher highs and higher lows on the way up. No wick on the 15-minute chart. Yep. Well, I mean, very small bottom wick, right? You're talking about the bottom wick. Very small. Very small. You know, I mean, at the moment, right? Very small bottom wick. Previous 30-minute candle was bearish. So, like I said, you get back inside of the box, guys, 660 area could be more shorts, more downside coming, right? So if you stay above the box, then could be looking for long. So we'll have to see how this plays. That 1 hour candle's bullish, right? Previous candle's bullish as well. Who's going to win this battle, guys? 4 hour chart currently is bullish also. If you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibes. We rock out Monday through Friday, no later than 9 a.m. trying to make a little money here. So we'll see how the market kind of reacts from here. We're sitting at 1,800 likes, guys. We're almost there. Do your boy a solid. Dropped a lot of sauce here, guys. So much sauce that I got sauce on my shoe here. I looked down and I saw some sauce here, guys. I'm like, what is going on? Then I had to recall that we are doing the live stream here, and we're dropping some sauce here. So, you know, it's to be expected. We got to get the cleaning crew in here after the stream to clean up the sauce. But make no mistake about it, we have dropped plenty of sauce here, and it's only 11:14, guys. So do your boy a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. We got 3,300 people rocking out here, and we'll see what else we can get into from a setup standpoint. Are you advertising your Nike shoe? I actually have on Adidas today, chat, the Sambas. So now you got to get the OG Sambas, guys. You can't be rocking the Sambas with the thick soles, right? You need the OG Sambas. That's just a shameless plug here from D Money. So if you want to do it right, you got to rock the OG Sambas, guys. Got them in all flavors. Bro, switch. Yeah, I actually rock. I'm a fan of the Jordan 1s, guys. Jordan 1 lows, right? I got quite a few pairs of Jordan 1 lows. So I am a Nike, obviously, fan. But the Sambas are more casual, guys. You can rock those as well, right? So kind of switch it up. Look at Diddy, those Sambas. Diddy. You had on a Reebok pump, sir, and you're going to get dunked on. We're not worried. Denny, we need to. Denny, come on now. We are not, I appreciate the enthusiasm that you have here, Denny, but that's not going to save you from getting beat down from D Money on the court, sir. So, I mean, you can wear whatever shoes you want, but that's not going to save you from getting the beat down, Denny. So, your shoe of choice is not going to save you. So you're not going to get spared. Come on, man. Just kind of consolidating here, guys. Need some momentum to kind of step into the market. Pick a direction. We're sitting here at 1,800 likes, guys. We need less than 200 likes to hit 2,000. Do me a solid, guys. Hit the like button. We know there's people out there that have not hit it. We got 3,300 people rocking out. You can't tell D Money that there's not 200 people that cannot hit that like button, guys. That is very concerning, right? That we got that many people and we can't get 200 likes. Come on, man.
Play Javier in ping pong, loser buys lunch.
Yeah, no, Javier.
Yeah,
we're not doing that, guys. He's already he already has to pay for lunch. We're not gonna give him a way out here. So
I'm pretty sure PW scarred D Money with ping pong.
Yeah, ping pong's not my sport of choice. The The only person I probably can beat down to that is Denny. So, you know, we'll wait for him to get here, and we'll beat Denny down. Make no mistake about it. Much love, D. Have a good day. Another 15-hour shift for me tonight. Oil-filled life. Wow, Chevy riding. Yeah, man. Hey, guys, I'm well aware of the 15-hour plus shifts, right? I used to do that a lot, quite often, unfortunately. So I'm aware, and I respect it because that's a lot of time, man. It's like one of those things, guys, where it's like, man, you go home, you hit the shower, you get some food, and then you're back at work, right? Because it's a super long shift. So I respect the grind, man. I respect it. 100%. Here's Denny, guys. I'm crazy if I think I can beat him at ping pong chat. Oh, this guy, come on, man. Come on, Denny. Who's your current favorite basketball player right now? I mean, I got a few. I think it's hard to say. Obviously, like I mean, I'll be honest, chat. I am a LeBron fan, so I got to be honest on that. I am a LeBron fan, chat. But you know, there's a lot of exciting players in the league, right? So I like Wemby, I like Anthony Edwards, obviously Curry, right? I like, you know, I mean, there's a ton of players, chat, that's kind of getting it in, but
Angel Reese.
Yeah, well, they said NBA, not WNBA.
Somebody put it on the chat.
Yeah, look at this guy. This guy wants to, guys. This guy's trying to roast Steve Buddy over here.
Caitlin Clark.
Hey. I mean, I'm not. Obviously, I watch the WNBA. That is correct. I'm not shying away from that, guys, because I love sports. If you watch sports, guys, you probably watch. You know, I that's just me, chat. I watch female tennis. I love watching like Coco Gauff. I love watching. You know, a few other players out there, Sabalenka and a few others. So
how is the WNBA? I've never really watched it.
Man, dude, I think it's probably better. I mean, well, if you're watching some of the good teams. I mean, if you guys notice, as we kind of watch Price reject here, guys, you got to keep an eye out, right? We're getting, you know, some kind of reaction here. So I am kind of watching that while we kind of talk about it. But the WNBA, guys, believe it or not, there are players now that are getting that got multi-million-dollar contracts.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Per season, chat.
Yeah.
So I know you guys think I'm crazy, but it is obviously growing if they're able to pay that money. So Paige is nice. Yeah, I like Paige Beckers. Yep. Paige is nice, chat. Caitlin Clark, obviously. Believe it or not, guys, I'm telling you, if you watch some of the good teams, I think is better than you probably think. Right now, are there some, you know, garbage teams and all that? So absolutely, chat. But some of those games get very competitive, man, when some of the top players are playing. But Paige is nice. Azzy is nice, guys. Right? Obviously, she's on the same team, Dallas Wings, and all that. So
who's the best WNBA player right now?
Well, I mean, you would have to say A'ja Wilson because she's won MVP like 1,000 times, but you know. Well, all right, so we got the weather report here, guys. I got to stay on track here. Got Javier trying to get me off track. We got to stay on track. So I got you covered with the weather report really quick before I forget here. So Fort Lauderdale weather right now, Chad. I hate to say it, but cloudy temperatures here. Looking like there's going to be some rain at 2 o'clock. So, unfortunately, 45% chance. D-Money was well prepared. I did not drive the G-Wagon today. Make no mistake about it. So, the high, it's going to be 83. The low is 75, chat. So, that is your weather report. Looks like you got rain up until possibility of about 50% or higher up until about 8 o'clock, guys. And sunset today, 8:09. So, that's your weather report brought to you by the BDH and D-Money. You gotta love it. So we're kind of watching here. Can we hold? Right, we just got a rejection here, guys. Right, where you got. So is this another lower high, chat? Right, is this another lower high? Kind of play out here, right? You got bullish candle, bearish. Bullish candle, this one closes bearish, kind of gets us back below 615, 614 area, or 622, sorry, 622 down to like 615 area. We're definitely not pushing up here, guys, at the moment, right? So That's the structure that's kind of printing right now on the 15-minute chart. Plum is good. Yeah, Plum is good. So guys, just to kind of give you some context here, you think D-Money's crazy. I know it, guys. You guys think D-Money's crazy, but if you go here to Spot Track, you're able to pull up all of the NBA salaries or WNBA salaries, and you can go as an example to the Fever, and we'll go to Aaliyah Boston, guys. And I'm not making this up, chat. Aaliyah Boston, you can see it here. She got a $6.3 million contract, guys. Right? 4 years, $6.3 million. Average salary 1.5. That has, you know, this whole collective bargaining agreement that just came out. They got paid, guys. So I'm not making this up, chat. Right? Like, this is, you know, it's happening. Right? So the league is growing. Obviously, they got enough revenue to actually pay that out. People think that they don't, but with the new media deal, guys, they will be in the positive. Right? They will be in the positive. That's just what it is, chat.
Damn, look at that dump, D.
Yep. There it is. There it is, guys. There's the flush McGush. And there is the box as promised, right? 30,642. Like I said, that 15-minute chart, guys, putting in some bearish structure here to the downside. I didn't mention SGA because I think he flops too much, man.
Oh yeah, man.
He's a flopper, man. Like
foul baiting, all that annoying
I didn't
stuff.
mention him because he flops too much, chat. Is he a good player? Absolutely, when he's not flopping, right? When he's not trying to get bailed out on a call. So
100%. He's a great player. Great player. He doesn't need that.
All right, so will we get some kind of push up here, guys, and then continuation lower now? We just got to the bottom of the ORB, basically, right? 622. Quite the rejection candle, 5-minute candle, 675 down. So that was a nice drop. So let's see how this plays here. So that was the level of interest. We didn't quite tap the ORB, but I would have to think now, guys, that we at least get a tap of the ORB, right? I mean, maybe they kind of push it up, form a top wick first, and then you get some rejection to the downside. So let's see how this plays. You got quite the range here, up all the way to 671. So do they want to take us there first, and then you get the continuation down, maybe towards this level here?
No wick at the 5-minute candle, and then you 5-minute candle. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I think we get continuation here, guys. There's the flush 620, right? You know, do they kind of step in now with more aggression? I think so, to take us lower here, chat. Got to be quick on this. I think there's going to be a kind of like some bearish momentum stepping in here, chat. We'll quick short there, right? Kind of capitalize on that really quick, guys, to the downside here. You got to be quick on the trigger. There's quick 10 points. Not going to hold this too long, right? There's 618. Bit of a pullback, probably close it out here, but yep, quite the yoke there, right? Right back up. So you got to be careful, guys, on those trades because we're right at the ORB. I'm looking to re-enter short here, chat. Right? Make no mistake about it, because the momentum is kind of shifting here. So
we'll I got a question, D. So for that trade that you just took, like, where would you place your stop loss?
About above the previous candle's high, or current candle's high.
Oh, the current candle's high.
Because the previous candle's high is too far away. It's already at 680. So yeah, but I didn't like the wick.
Okay.
Right? So a lot of those trades, guys, that's why we don't. People kind of complain and they're like, oh well, you're already in the green. Yeah, because the price moved. By the time you switch over, you're already green on some of these trades. Right? That's just how it works, and you got to be quick. So we'll see if I can catch.
Yeah.
the momentum here. I think this level could get hit, guys, if they really kind of flush McGush, right? That would take us down to 550 area. So now this would be the perfect example, right? I don't want to see the current previous candle high get taken. 643, guys. Right, I would love it to kind of push up, form a top wick. We're right off the ORB, guys. That's the only thing here, right? We bounce right off the ORB as well. So do they want a deeper retracement back up here all the way to 690 first before rejecting? So I am kind of watching that, right? It's 1127. And I need something that kind of tells me, right? You got 2 minutes left on the current 15-minute candle, so we'll see how this prints. Bullish reaction right now off of the ORB low, guys. So you got to be a little cautious, right? They might want a deeper retracement. You can kind of do this where you're mapping out the consolidation, because we had basically consolidation here, right? And then we had a break of it to the downside. So you're looking for more continuation down. You just don't know how deep this retracement now is going to be, right? If they're going to flush it lower. Obviously, these were lower highs that we kind of talked about. Do you mainly concentrate on the 15-minute after the 5-minute opening, then throughout the day? No, it's just today the 15-minute chart's clearer, guys, right? The 15-minute chart's cleaner for this downside kind of momentum stepping in. That's why I keep referring back to the 15-minute chart. Price action is a little cleaner, right? So right back inside of that consolidation box. How high is the retracement going to be, guys, before the selling pressure kind of steps in to the downside, right? That's the question. If they're going to flush it. Strong kind of reaction off of the ORB. Bulls are kind of right. I mean, that's a 30-point push right back up. So let's see how this plays. We're right at the 14 EMA. And the funny thing is, guys, we just rejected that EMA, right? So you got to see how this plays out, because the bulls obviously kind of stepped in. Do we get a rejection here back down, or do we get a push higher? Meaning that this would be, is this a higher low, or this, you know, they're pushing this thing back up, guys. So
yeah.
Not rejecting yet.
Interesting.
Pretty bullish reaction off of that ORB. Low of 30,622. See something here. Almost want, let's see, can kind of frame this chat. Hanging out right below the 50 EMA. Had rejections up here at 698, so very strong. I mean, 65-point retracement right back to the EMA. New 30-minute candle is in progress here, right? This is a new 30-minute candle, guys. Previous candle closed as a doji after that bearish candle, so a lot of times they do want to dig into that previous candle's wick. And you got the high up there, 715.50. So do they sell off now, right? Was that enough to go lower? Back down. Appreciate the tip, T Tiger. Yeah, that's what we're kind of talking through though, right? Like it's 15-minute chart today, I think was a little cleaner to kind of trade off of so far. Yeah, this is looking like kind of like the rejection area here, guys. $6.94. I like the potential of shorts here, guys. I'm going to get short. I'm short here. Stop is going to be back above the high of this candle. Trying to see if we can get down here towards 637. Maybe 20 point, 15, 20 points here. There's 10 points. All right, there it is. There's 15. All right, there's 20 points, guys. There's 25 points. We'll take that, chat. Right? That's quick trade there, quick short. And you got more there. If you held that, there's more down to almost 640, chat, right? So that trade basically just saw the rejection of the EMAs here, guys, at 694 and wrote that thing down. So I think we kind of get back below 642. I think there's more down. There it is. So if you took the short, you got paid because it is still dropping, guys. It is still dropping. So drop a W in the chat if you took the short. You gotta love it. I mean, that is cray cray with little Ray Ray. Quick trade there. I mean, pretty much no drawdown, guys. You gotta love it. Had to be quick, chat. You had to be quick, right? Because the momentum stepped back in. So let's see what happens now. I mean, I would imagine maybe a push back up here towards the 14 EMA, chat, maybe 670, and then continuation lower, right? You're trying to kind of formulate, visualizing like the downside kind of stepping back in, right? So we'll see how this plays out. Do me a solid, guys. Hit the like button if you haven't already. We should be well over 2,000 likes, chat. That was more sauce there. Nice trade. Did you get short, Javier? Did you catch any of that, or did you?
I did. I caught 20 points.
All right, so Javier caught 20 points on the short. So you got to love it.
Up 1,300 on this account right now.
All right. So Javier's up 1,300, chat. So, hey, we are, I mean, hey, we got to hold it throughout the, obviously there's time left in this today, but we got to make sure that,
stays like that.
If we hear some mysterious clicking over there, we're going to have to kind of navigate through that, chat.
Lunch is definitely on Javi today. I don't know about that, Ginger. I don't know about that. I heard somebody made 5K not too long ago.
All right, so we do have, guys, we got a giveaway going on. Make no mistake about it. We want to make sure that you're in the loop here. You got to make sure, guys, that you're following only prop firms, X page, right? X account, because you're going to be up to date with what's going on with the BDH. That's right. You got 5 Take Profit Trader 50K account giveaway, guys. Right? There's some rules here that need to be followed if you want to be a part of this. There's some steps that need to be followed. So first thing is you need to be following only prop firms X account. Obviously, you need to be following PW's account. And you need to like and repost this post, guys, right? So right now, you know, you're late to the party if you haven't done it already, because there's people that are already trying to enter here, right? So I see about 109 reposts. So make sure that you are active here, guys. So I'll go over that real quick again. You need to make sure that you are following only prop firms. You're following PW's page on X. You like and repost the post from only props here, and we will pick some winners for 5 Take Profit Trader 50K accounts. Make no mistake about it. You gotta love it. And that's right. All right, so I mean, more downside here, kind of creeping in, guys. 5-minute chart, right? I mean, that was the push up to the 14. I think we literally talk about that till we get a push to the 14, and then we get rejection back down. So that was the push to the 14, guys, 665, and then now you got the rejection. And I think this box could be having a possibility of getting hit here, right? If they really flush Magush this thing to the downside, chat. The market did exactly what you said, D-Money. Well, you know, D-Money's not a horn tutor, guys, but the reality is, like I always say, if you listen to the commentary, a lot of times things are going to play out, right? So I've been doing this for over 10 years, guys. So somebody saying the link doesn't work. There's no, guys, you follow the X account and you follow, right? You go to only props. You need to be following only prop firm. You need to be following PW. You like and repost the X post that was just posted about the giveaway, and you're entered in, guys. You don't go to onlypropfirms.com/giveaways for this one. So 2K, 2,000 likes. Let's see your moonwalk, Javi. Yeah, Javi, let's see the moonwalk, sir. We hit 2,000 likes. You know, we'll have to get him. Got to make sure that he stretches and all that, guys. We're not trying to be liable for any injuries around here. So if he tweaks an ankle or breaks a toenail, we will not be liable. So we got to get some kind of disclaimer. So Ginger's drafting up a disclaimer, guys, that he needs to sign, because we will not be liable for that. Make no mistake about it.
I see W's in the chat on moonwalk. How about that?
Oh, man. All right, so 30,622 here, chat. Will it hold up? We don't know. We're going to find out. Mr. Hop 619 is adamant of you doing the moonwalk, but it's only one person. So, all right, so we'll see how this plays, chat. Right? I mean, I think, like I said, if we get the momentum continuation, we're headed to 30,600 level. That's just what it is.
Chat wants to see a moonwalk, huh?
Cover trader after dark. Oh, man. Are you back after lunch? Yeah, we'll be back today, guys, at 2 o'clock, right? We'll be back today at 2 o'clock. Same schedule, chat. Rock out here to 12:30, come back at 2 o'clock. Got you covered 2 to 4. Make no mistake about it. So if you missed the news, Warbucks right now, 40% off, guys, all equity accounts at Warbucks, right? I did the math for you. You were able to pick up a 5K account for roughly $27, guys. That's crazy, right? You're able to trade stocks for $27. Like, are you kidding me? Cray cray with little Ray Ray.
It's a great deal.
Make sure you take advantage. Use the code PW.
Javier, you can do the moonwalk on our long walk on the beach after our dinner date. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I don't think that's gonna be happening, buddy.
Hey, I'm not giving him a timeout, sir. He gets to stay.
Oh, so you only time out after you?
That's right.
Dang,
hey,
man.
That's the cost of that's the cost of the mentorship, man. You gotta fight the
I thought you had my back, D.
Hey, I got your back, but we don't have your back in that way, sir. We're not referring to the money's not having any guy's back in that direction, sir, if you know what I mean. So, all right, there's 30,614 here, guys.
I have to lock them in the bathroom.
And we're kind of waiting to see how price reacts. So you got about 2 minutes and 2 seconds on the current candle, right? So 15-minute candle, you got a couple minutes left. Look at the heaviness on that 15-minute chart, guys. You see that nice top wick off of the 14 EMA and then the expansion lower, right? And the next logical area, like I said, would be down here, the next box, 560 area. So, right, if the momentum kind of continues to the downside, that's a level of interest, guys. You just want a solid candle. And you know what's unfortunate now, guys? It might hit it now, right? Kind of going into the closure of this candle. But you would love a candle. This would be the first candle since 9:45 to close back below the ORB. Chat, right? So you want some kind of candle closure. I would love a candle to close below the ORB, which could be a signal that we're going to just slowly drift lower. So... we're going to find out. All right, there it is, right? We're getting that 600, guys. So this box kind of puts you 560 to 543, chat, to the downside. About 20 seconds left here. So ideally you will want some kind of push up here, a little higher, right? And then expansion lower. Maybe towards the box, 560 area. All right, candle closing out here. Let's see what we get. Push up, there's the push up. You want it to form some kind of top wick.
628.
And then expansion lower here, guys, right? So kind of floating here in thin air until, does it challenge that previous candle's wick? And keep in mind, this is the level, guys, right? So there's more room to 560. All right, if you're really going to flush McGush here. I think that's the level, chat, that gets hit. Make no mistake about it.
I am short from 596.
Right. So Javier short from 596, he's saying. You got the top wick up here, right? Is that enough for the flush McGush to the box?
There we go. That's 10 points. I'm out. You can't say I did not call that.
So 586 there. You got the top of the box here, guys. 562. So could be more room here, I think. Kind of stepping in here, right? Another 20 points or so. But 584.
Yep.
There it is, 575. If you listen to the commentary,
Yep.
guys, you get paid, right? You had the top wick there put in, and you wanted the expansion now lower from 598. So that's actually over 25 points. So
Yep. And I set my entry point, so.
if you took the short, Javier took the short as well. Drop a W in the chat. You got paid. You got to love it. And I think that box
And it's
gets
still
hit,
dropping.
guys.
It's still dropping.
So make no mistake about it. There's a lot of bearish momentum in the market right now. So 560 level could be in play here. That's right. Well, I mean, chat, if you did not kind of capitalize on this session, it's so unfortunate for maybe the people that had to work today or something, or, you know, they couldn't tune in for whatever reason, guys. It's hard for me to think that you didn't get paid, right? We're not a signal service. We're not here to provide financial advice, but D-Money has dropped. I'm literally, guys, my sock is getting wet here because there's so much sauce on the floor here. So the reality is that if you didn't get paid, you probably tried to fade, and you got slayed. So that is the reality here. So you got pretty close there. That was 569. You had that top wick put in, like we kind of talked about, right? You wanted some kind of top wick and then expansion lower from that level. That was actually about 30 points. So, I mean, you gotta love it. Wet sock is freaky. Sir, we don't know what you guys are, where you're headed with this, but we're gonna Fun John, and your name is a little suspect anyway, Fun John 406. We're gonna give you a timeout. You definitely earned it for that, trying to say that D-Money's trying to insinuate something else. So there you go, there's your timeout. You gotta love it.
D, so this guy says,
why don't you just change the sock, bro?
oh gosh.
What was that?
This guy says, it's a mentorship. Chill, acting like you ain't just listen to D-Money, trying to take the shine, and you brand new to trading, my guy. Guys, I mean,
yeah, you can't let it.
You know,
let it get to you, man.
I've already told you guys I've learned most of my trading from D-Money, and I'm not afraid to say that. You know,
guys, I'm not that guy. I'm not the
like,
streamer, chat, that has to get credit for anything. So he took the short. He got paid, guys. It was a winning trade for him. Right, so good for Javier. I mean, I don't need, right? So he took the trade. He got paid, guys. So give him the props. Could you speak on the 3 minute? Yeah, I don't use it, so I don't speak on it, right? Because I don't use it. So you know, I don't speak on something I don't use, guys, right? So I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just being honest, right? I don't use the 3 minute chart, so there's nothing for me to speak on about it, right? After trading for 10 years, chat, I've pretty much bounced around like a lot of people, and used a lot of different time frames, and I've used, right? So I did not have a lot of success on the 1 minute chart, chat. That's just me. So I try to stay away from it. And if you're using a 3 minute chart, I'm sure you're gonna have some setups off of it. You see the rejection as well off the 3 minute chart, but I like to use the 5 minute chart, guys, because I feel like it's a happy medium for the lower time frames, right? That's just me. I had too many fake outs based on how I trade, guys, on the 5 minute chart, right? Or sorry, 1 minute chart. So I gravitate away from it. That's all. So I'm not trying to be rude or not, you know, answer your question. I'm just saying that, like, I honestly don't use it. Can you probably catch trades off of it? Is it probably, I mean, I'll put it like this, guys. Is it more reliable than the 1 minute chart? Absolutely, right? It's gonna definitely be more reliable. The higher you go up, guys, the more reliable the price action and all that, right? Less fake outs the higher you go up. All right, so what do we got here, guys? D, I don't understand when you are saying to open a position. Geo, we're not. You're not understanding it because I'm not telling you buy or sell. We're not a signal service, right? So you got to decide. You know, I'm never going to come out and say hit buy or hit sell, guys. We're not a signal service. We're not financial advisors. We're not licensed to do that. So I'm not allowed to do that, right? That's why at the beginning of the stream, there's always a disclaimer that says, you know, this is not financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only, etc. So because I'm not a licensed financial advisor, guys, I can't tell you what to do with your money, right? I'm not licensed to do that. So you gotta be able to kind of put some work in and kind of read between the lines and be able to know what I'm talking about, guys, right? So because I'm literally talking through, I mean, if, you know, that's why I said what I said earlier, guys. I can see if I was one of those streamers and I'm literally just saying like, you know, oh, I'm short and there's no explanation, or what I'm looking for to get short, or what I'm looking for to get long. I literally talk you through what I'm looking at in the market, why I'm taking these setups that I'm taking, and I'm giving you, I mean, I can't get any clearer, guys, from literally putting boxes on the chart and putting arrows on the chart. And you saw how many times today those levels have gotten hit, right? So if you're listening to the commentary and you are actively learning, I don't see how, you know, that doesn't mean I'm gonna get every trade right, chat. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna lose trades. You guys saw me get stopped out on one trade earlier, right? Because my entry, I guess, was, my stop was a little too tight, right? I had like a 10-point stop, price pushed up maybe 20 points, and then it gave the drop, but then I re-entered. So that's just life. All right, so let's see how this plays, guys. You got about a minute 20 seconds left on the current candle. While we're kind of waiting now, right, I think it's smart probably wait for this to kind of play out on this candle, right? We do got to cover, chat, because we got it tonight. I'm actually happy that there's something going on outside of you know, the markets, right? Because we talked through this a couple days ago. You got to have some kind of outlet, chat. So outside of trading. So right now, make no mistake about it, you do have the NBA Finals game one tonight, guys, man. Right? So NBA Finals game one tonight. That's right. You got the Knicks and the Spurs. Obviously, it looks like that game one is in San Antonio, chat. So D-Money is rocking with the Spurs. However, I'm not opposed if the Knicks win, because I believe they haven't won in over 50 years, guys, in NBA Finals. So it's kind of like LeBron, right? When LeBron won that championship for Cleveland, it was like over 50 years before they won, chat. So I'm not opposed to that. But I mean, I would love to see Wemby get one here. So I think it's going to be a really good finals, guys. I think it goes game 6 or game 7 in all honesty. And I think it'll be a good series. So I got the Spurs, but I do need to see how game 1 is played, chat, right? I need to see how the Spurs come out. Are they on a high or some kind of, what I'll say, hangover from kind of winning that series against OKC, and maybe they're a little sluggish. So obviously the Knicks have had a lot of rest, guys, because they swept that series, right? Yeah. So they've had a lot of rest. So is that going to cause some rustiness? Is it going to cause some sluggishness? We're going to find out either way. I'm excited for the game, guys. Game gets started here at 8:30. They got you covered on ABC. So make no mistake about it. D-Money will be tuned in. So Javi, who you got, man?
Spurs, boy. Spurs.
Here we go. So he has,
but like, so, I'm with you though. Like, I'm not against the Knicks. You know, I'm with you. They haven't won a championship. I like their players as well. I'm not against any team. Yeah. But I've just, you know, I've became such a fan of Victor Wembanyama. The way he just shows heart and love for the game. I think that's what the NBA what the league needs. Just because like I feel like it's been a lot of like the whole OKC flopping thing, and it's been just bringing down, I can't stand the flopping, ratings down and all that, you know. So when you see somebody that actually cares and has so much passion for the game, it's good to see. As just a fan, as a basketball fan. I mean, I've played basketball when I was in high school. I've watched basketball my whole life. You played basketball in high school? Yeah. Oh, you didn't tell me that, man. Oh, this guy. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you don't want to get it in the court, bro. Trust me. Yeah. Your knees look a little bad, man, when you walked in. So, I'm You've been working on some cars, sir. So we don't know. My back's messed up. Yeah, you might have. Yeah. So I mean, we'll see. But no, yeah, I'm definitely not against the Knicks if they win. You know, good for them. I'm glad it's gonna be a good finals, but. you know, Victor Wembanyama for sure. You know, I like what I see from him. He's only 22, man. That's crazy.
I can't root for the Knicks as Miami native. Spurs in 6. Yeah, I agree. Right. So they've had some crazy battles there. So Javi calling out D on the court. Yeah, everybody calls out D Money on the court. Don't forget, chat, that PW called D Money out on the court as well, and we saw how that ended for PW. So I'm just saying, right? So it's easy to call somebody out, but it's harder to follow through. So that goes for Denny in the chat as well. So, you know, I'm just saying, chat.
I'm ready whenever.
Big Brawly Man, you will not be calling D Money out on the court because it's not happening. We know that Big Brawly has other intentions, guys. So let's make sure that we give Big Brawly a timeout. We haven't given Big Brawly a timeout in a while, chat, and I think he's enjoying the convenience of it all. So why not? Let's give Big Brawly a 5-minute timeout just for fun here, chat. Right? I think he's been itching for the timeout, so we got to give him what he wants, and
yeah,
he got a 5-minute timeout there.
Big Brawly just wants to put D Money on the post.
You gotta love it. He already knows everybody in the VIP room. Yeah, he knows everybody in there, chat. So I think we gotta send him back there for a little bit. Let's give him 5 minutes to think about life and come back. Maybe he'll be rejuvenated and kind of chill out a little bit. So
when's Big Brawly coming to the BDH?
That will be the day that D Money's not here, preferably. So if hey, I mean, PW, I think you know what's crazy, chat? You know, PW actually literally inquired, where does Big Brawly Man live? Like, he was interested in trying to get the guy here. So guys, something's going on. I don't know what it is, and I have not been able to kind of put my finger on it. But you got Jerome constantly breaking into the BDH, supposedly. Now, I thought it was a break-in, chat, and it turns out the guy has a key to the BDH. So that is even scarier, right? He has access at all times to the BDH, which is crazy. So I don't understand it. There's some kind of campaign going on against D Money around here, right? So maybe PW's a little sour about the horse game. I know it didn't end the way that he wanted, but you know, that's life, guys. Right now, price is kind of hanging out here. You got to be cautious, right? Hanging out right below the ORB, low of 30,622, chat, right? So is this going to be some kind of recovery, kind of in shape here? We don't know yet. We've had multiple trades. I've kind of walked you through that D Money is taking, multiple, actually, a couple 30-pointers, a couple 25-point trades, I think. Multiple trades here, guys. So you've had a lot of opportunity this morning to take advantage of the kind of, the market conditions. So hopefully this afternoon it will kind of grant us the same opportunity, but we're going to find out. We need to see you hit a 3-pointer. Well, if you tuned into the horse game, D Money had plenty of 3-pointers. Make no mistake about it. So you might want to go back and rewatch that stream. PW might have deleted it, guys, because the PW might have took it off the channel because he got the beat down. But if it's still there, you're able to tune in. So, all right. So, well, who do you guys have in the finals, chat? I think that's the question, right? Who do you guys have in the finals? We got Spurs. We got the Knicks. I saw some, obviously, South Florida natives that don't want to give the Knicks the light of day because, believe it or not, guys, when the Knicks come to town, there is a lot of hostility in the arena. It is almost like a playoff game, even in regular season. So there's a lot of Knicks fans here, clearly from New York. So PW was building the house with all those bricks. Don't say it. Hey, don't say that when he's streaming, guys. He's gonna ban you. Make no mistake about it. So Knicks in 6. Have all the OKC tape to study now. Yeah, but I think I don't know what Somebody out there probably knows, guys. You can give me the answer. What was the record regular season? Do you know, Javier, in regards to the Knicks and the Spurs regular season?
I don't know the records, but I know that the Spurs were second seed in the West, and the Knicks were third in the East. Yeah, that I know.
When is PW coming back? Yeah, PW's will be back more than likely at some point next week, guys. He has the race he's getting ready for. So the race, the actual race itself, looks like he's getting ready for it. And I believe it's going to be happening over the next couple days. So he's getting ready for that. Last week he had pre-runs. He's kind of fine-tuning this week. And getting ready, so... Knicks destroyed the Spurs in the only game they played, so they only played once. Okay, so it looks like they're saying the Knicks only played the Spurs once, guys. So that is going to be a little interesting, right? Not a lot of information other than obviously watching footage from other games with other teams. So. You meant at home? Okay, so they probably played one in San Antonio and one on the road. So they probably played twice.
You think LeBron's leaving LA, or you think he's staying?
I mean, dude, I saw. So the question is, chat, do I think LeBron's leaving the Lakers? So the reality is, guys, I saw that LeBron basically, I think the Lakers have like $50 million in cap space.
Yeah.
And I think he made that like roughly last year. So the question is, will he be willing to take that? Obviously, the Lakers are probably going to renew Austin Reeves' contract, right? You got Luka coming back this upcoming season. So will LeBron happily accept that 50 mil, guys, or will he go to Golden State? I mean, I wouldn't mind if he goes to Golden State, to be honest.
That'd be dang. That'd be crazy.
I mean, because the reality is, guys, I think he feels kind of slighted, right? There's some things that came out in the media from Jeannie Buss this year and all that. So does he want to stay? We're going to find out. So I'm not sure.
Steph Curry and LeBron.
Retire? Think about it. He's 40. His family's established. There is his wife is busy. Yeah, but if he stays in California, guys, he doesn't have to, right? He could just travel for the games. You got to understand that. So that's what it is. I'm not saying that I don't think he's going back to Cleveland or anything crazy like that. But I think, I don't think you can knock Golden State out of the picture, right? But we'll see. What happens to Bronny James if he leaves? Well, he's on a contract, so he's on a contract.
Bronny.
Price is just kind of hanging out here, chat, right? I mean, 30,600 right below the ORB. Probably going to be smart to kind of be patient here and let Price kind of do his thing and then try to join the party, right?
How do you identify the ORB? You want to explain that, D, or you want to explain?
Yeah, we walked through that already. Maybe you kind of missed that, guys. So when we're talking about the ORB, we're simply drawing out the previous daily candles. The 15-minute candle or 5-minute candles high or low, chat, right? So today's example was a 15-minute ORB because that 5-minute candle, you look at the 5-minute chart, 9:30 candle, guys. You had a push. The funny thing is, right at 9:30, this thing pushed straight up and it literally hit the top box that we kind of talked about up here, right? That's where that box was, and then it rejected down. So since it kind of closed that way, and price was kind of pushing back and forth here on the next candle, guys, I'm like, you know what? Probably safe to go with the 15-minute ORB. So mapped out the first 15-minute candle. All you do, chat, you map out the high and the low of either the 5-minute or 15-minute candle, and you wait for a break on the next candle or candles after that, above or below it. right? And you're trying to join the momentum in that direction. So in this case, 15-minute candle broke out, right, to the downside here at 9:45. If you go to 5-minute chart, you can see that here, right? You had a top wick put in, then you had the expansion lower for some downside selling pressure. So that's how you map out the ORB. So if you notice on my chart, guys, the black lines, that is the ORB, right? The high is 30,807.75, and you got the low sitting at 30,622. Okay, D-Money, how do you balance the time frame, knowing when to reference a certain time frame and when to not? Yeah, that's a good question, guys. It took me a while to actually, that's a valid question. You gotta, whatever time frame, chat, if a time frame that you're on, so in this case, I typically take trades off the 5-minute chart. If it's not super clean, guys, I'm going up a time frame, right? So for me, that would be going from the 5-minute chart to the 15-minute chart, right? And that's why today, you heard me kind of say, I literally said it. I said the 15-minute chart was cleaner, chat, right? Because you had market structure that just looked cleaner on the 15-minute chart. You had highs up here put in pre-market. You had a swipe of those highs, but then a pull right back down and a closure below it, right? So that was like a lower high. When I started talking about shorts, this clearly was the market structure that we were talking about, guys, right? You got a high up here, lower high, and that's when I start saying, like, right, you see how I said if we got to get long, you want to see previous candles highs get broken to the upside. We never got back above 735. Look at that, guys, on the 15-minute chart. We never got back above it. So you got to be able to kind of pivot and join the momentum in whatever direction. So you're looking for a clean price action that makes sense, chat. But you see when you go to the 5-minute chart, that structure is also there, but it's not as clean, right? You got all these other candles like trying to push up and might, it's a little bit more messier, but you still got structure there, right? There is structure there, but it's not as clean today as the 15-minute chart, in my opinion, chat. So that's why I gravitated to the 15 today. So you got to just go up a time frame, right? If there's a lot of indecision or nasty looking 5-minute candles, you might want to go up. Same thing on the 15-minute, guys. If the 15-minute candle looks a little womp, you might want to go to the 30-minute candle for more clarity. Fun, John. When you get cooked, you know it's time to switch to time frames. Yeah, I mean, if you're a 1-minute chart trader, chat, and there's people that make money with the 1-minute chart, right? Kudos to them, because D-Money's never been a good 1-minute trader, and you got to know yourself as a trader, guys. And I'm being honest with you, right? I'm not a great 1-minute trader. Haven't had a lot of success on the 1-minute chart, so I do not put a lot of weight on that, right? So what I'll tell you is that you got to know yourself as a trader. You got to know the time frames that you're comfortable with. And what I've kind of figured out, guys, is that me leveraging the 4-hour and 1-hour chart, that 15-minute and 5-minute chart, they work very well for me, right? So I've gotten comfortable kind of using that, and that's what I stick to. Nothing against the 1-minute chart if you're a 1-minute trader. I just personally got chopped up too much, and I got a lot of fake outs, right? So you got to kind of pick your spots. So longer time frame for setup, smaller time frame for entry. Exactly, DJ Krim. T Tiger, perfect. Thanks. Yeah, you didn't have to give a tip, but I definitely appreciate it. Thanks for the $5 tip there. Didn't have to do that. Definitely appreciate it though. D Money isn't a minute man. Yeah, I'm not a 1-minute man, guys. Oh man, you gotta love it. So Javier, what questions did you have now? Right, we had a session here, right? Obviously, we got the afternoon session coming up. Had some pretty good setups. Had multiple guys. I think we had like 3 over 30-point trades. So or right at it, right? So I mean that's and other trades that basically you had over 100 points today minimum. Right. So how are you looking P&L wise? What did you learn this morning? What are you taking into the afternoon?
So definitely the whole, how we were talking about the whole adapting thing.
Yeah.
It's good to, be able to adapt to the market, because I think that's a question that I had for you yesterday or Monday, that it's like, you have to be able to recognize when the market, because like you said, you could make money off shorting or longing,
Yeah.
So it's like you have to be able to adapt, and that's what I'm learning from you a lot, is that, price can change, and, just because the market dropped. So like this morning, we had that huge sell-off, and if you kept trying to short at the bottom, like at 507, you're just gonna get messed up, because it's a reversal, and you have to have the capabilities to be able to know that that's gonna be reverse on you.
Yeah.
Because if not, you say it and you keep trying to short, and then you're getting messed up. Also the risk, that we were talking about, the risk.
Yeah.
That was also important for me, because I didn't really know good risk. When I asked you that question, that it's like when a previous candle's high, because that's usually how, I place my stop loss, is if it's like a 60-point difference, but like today you took a short like that, where the previous candle's high was like 60 points or something like that,
yeah,
which you were able to make money. But that's when I asked you, where would your stop be, and you said, well, at the top of the current candle.
Yeah.
So that's also something I didn't know, because I was like, all right, let me always try to place a stop loss, on a previous candle's high. But if it was too much, then I wouldn't join the trade. But like, how you saw it, how it worked out for you, I know it can work out many times, that even though there's a big difference on that previous candle's high, you could still capitalize on that short, which I think you were able to, I think make 15, 20 points or something like that.
Yeah.
So definitely that helped. That helped a lot. Just learning on that risk.
Yeah, guys. So this is the thing, right? You got to be able to kind of you want to flow. You want to try to flow with the market, right? You're not always going to get it right, chat. Your entries might be off. You might get stopped out if your stop is too tight, right? But the reality is if you are, you see, up here, right? You guys saw me get stopped. I got stopped on the trade, right? Now, the question is, are you going to have enough conviction if price starts moving in your direction, right, to re-enter? Because a lot of times you get stuck, chat, right? You're like, man, well, I just took a short and it didn't play out. I just got stopped. Like, so if I go short again, am I having, am I getting tilted or, but if you guys kind of notice, chat, you got to leverage. You're trying to stack as many things in your favor as possible. Obviously, there's a lot of weight on the higher time frame, guys, right? The higher time frame is always going to win, chat, right? So meaning that it might take a while for the higher time frame to kind of catch up to what's happening on the 5-minute chart. So as an example, the 5-minute chart right now is pushing up, right? Clearly, right? See how we're pushing up here? 5-minute chart, bullish, right? But that candle, right? You go to the 1-hour chart, the 1-hour candle's bullish, right? But the previous one is bearish. So when you guys hear me saying that, I'm literally, is this going to be simply a wick, kind of like a wick retracement, like a push up just to go lower, kind of trap some people thinking it's time to get long, right? So you always, in my opinion, this is D Money's opinion, chat. You could trade however you want, but D Money always feels that you need to know what's going on the higher time frame, guys, because if the higher time frame is putting in lower high, lower high, lower high, that's not bullish price action. That's bearish price action. Even if we push up, we could be just pushing up to gain liquidity to kind of trap some people to go lower, right? And you got to understand that. So that's why when you go to the 5-minute chart or you go to the 15-minute chart and you're looking at it, you're like, well, wait a second. We just pushed up, but we weren't able to take out that previous candle's high. So are we headed back now to the downside, as an example, right? Just to kind of give you some context, what I'm looking at. So you got to be fluid in the market, guys. You got to, in my opinion, know what's going on the higher time frame. And then you go down to the lower time frame looking for similar price action. So if the higher time frame is bearish, you want bearish price action creeping in on the 5-minute chart. Right, you want to see lower highs, lower lows, and you're trying to join that party, as an example. So,
yeah, I think definitely that's one of the most important things that I've learned from you, because I used to be that guy that it was like, okay, I see the market dumping, and I never really realized when to be like, all right, it's not gonna keep dumping. It's definitely just gonna keep going up. So I would always try to short, and
Yeah.
you know, the market keeps coming up, and it's like if you don't realize that, before you know it, you're getting your account blown after blown after blown after blown, just because you can't, you know, like you said, you're not focusing on a time frame, so on the higher time frame. So the higher time frame is bullish, and then just because that's why I switched also from the 1 minute. We were talking about the one, bro. I cannot trade the 1 minute chart.
So you used to trade the 1 minute chart?
Yeah, dude. I used to trade the 1 minute chart.
It's hard, guys. I mean, kudos to you out there. If you trade a 1 minute chart,
dude,
and you're making money on it,
man,
shout out to you, chat.
That 1 minute chart
it is not easy for D money, right? I just had too many fake outs, man, and it gets frustrating, guys, because then for me, I'm like, I take a loss on a 1 minute chart, I get pissed, right? Because I'm like, why am I on this freaking time frame? Like, I know that this is not my time frame, right? So because everybody has a time frame that you're comfortable with, guys. So it makes it more frustrating. So I would rather kind of stick to what I know, right? Which is a 5 minute or higher. So you traded the 1 minute chart. What else? Like, did you trade what other like indicators did you have, or like you got VWAP, you said, right? You got VWAP on your chart?
Yeah. I got, so dude, like literally I use the same thing, you know, 14 EMA, 50 EMA, 200 EMA. On my chart right now, I have so I map out the Asia highs and Asia lows. Those are important for me. The ORBs. I'm starting to implement the yesterday's high and yesterday's low. I never really implemented that, but I've seen that you've had a lot of success on that, and I've seen that the market has a lot of reaction based off those levels. So that's something that I've definitely implemented. But besides that, just, you know, kind of like the same thing as you. And then I do add the VWAP, because, you know, VWAP has, since I started trading, I always use VWAP, and I never took it off. I like VWAP. VWAP helps me out a lot.
All right, so this box is looking like it's going to get hit, guys, that we have mapped out down here, right? Down to 545. You just had a clean rejection off of the 14 EMA. So I would be not surprised if we tap these lows down here, right? 545, 30,545 area. Got a lot of bearish momentum kind of rejecting off of that 14 EMA, as well as the ORB low of 30,622, chat. So like I said, right now, if you go back to the 1 hour chart, look at the 1 hour chart now, guys. You see how you got that top wick that was put in, price pushed up and formed that top wick. Now it's expanding back lower. Make no mistake about it, guys. That just trapped a lot of people that got long. People got trapped up there because they thought that the breakout was happening, not understanding that there's, right, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high on the 1 hour chart. So they are getting toasted right now. Make no mistake about it. So you gotta know what's going on the higher time frame, guys, because the higher time frame is always gonna win.
Yes, sir.
And that's clearly happening right now. 600 Valley of death. So 600 Valley, we don't see your user, you know, male or female. You keep saying that D money's fine, but we would have to think
12 o'clock is
that
here.
Not a lot of females are gonna name their user ID 600 Valley, right? So Valley of Death, right? That is very dark for a female. So if you're a female, you got D money thrown for a loop here. So I think we give you a timeout just for good measure, right? Because there's probably a high chance that you are a male trying to step to D money here. So we got you a 5 minute timeout there. Make no mistake about it, guys. We got him covered with a 5 minute timeout. Oh man.
Big Brawley, man. I'll take care of him in the VIP.
So yeah, I think that level gets hit here, guys. Right, I think you're looking at the level getting hit. You would probably anticipate now. You know, you didn't get a top wick now on the new current 5 minute candle, right? But you would love like some kind of top wick to be put in here, and then price expands lower towards the box, guys. Right, back inside of this box. So maybe it pushes up, form a top wick towards 613 maybe, or a little higher. The 14's at 617, and then we fall lower.
And look at that wick on the 4 hour D. That wick is also, I feel like that's telling a lot of information.
4 hour chart, 4 hour candle looks, it doesn't look great at all. You got some time left though, but it doesn't look great, guys, for the bulls at the moment, right? So like I said, I think this box is at jeopardy of getting hit here to the downside, chat. D Money, I can't move. What time we go to lunch? I'm not breaking until y'all break. Ah, man, Mr. Hop 619, we appreciate the dedication. So 12. Yeah, we got a few minutes here, guys, before the lunch break, and then we'll be back. Make no mistake about it at 2 o'clock. So if you haven't already, do me a solid, chat. Hit the like button. I think really good stream, right? Multiple trades that were 30 points. I mean, you can't really, you know, ask for more than that. I mean, multiple setups. You had opportunities here. Market kind of was a little choppy at the open. You had that push straight up, and then you had some wonk action. Had to let it kind of calm down a little bit to pick a direction, and then I think after that we started to kind of get some good setup. So
D, where you buying us for lunch?
chat will always ask for more. Yeah, I know. That's just the nature of the beast. Javier, we haven't forgot the poll this morning, guy, that said that you needed to pay for lunch. So nice try there, but D Money's memory is like an elephant. So D Money got memory like an elephant, guys. So the chat clearly stated that Javier needed to buy lunch. That was pretty clear. So Javier trying to finesse. Yeah, he tried. He tried. And by the way, we're just joking, guys. Javier is not paying for lunch. I see somebody in the chat. They got something to say here, obviously, right? As always. So Javier has not paid for D Money's lunch here. So
yeah, I'm not paying for lunch, guys. PW has actually been nice enough to buy lunch for me while I'm here. So shout out to PW.
All right, so stakes on Javier. Yeah, I mean, right now you are anticipating that box, guys, getting hit here towards 560 area. That's what I'm looking at, chat. Got to be quick on the trigger, but I think that level gets tapped. And there it is. There's 567.
Yeah.
Think we get inside this box, right? Because we've already they had another attempt to go higher, guys. They couldn't get it done, right? The Bulls couldn't get it done. So now you're looking for the next level. And I think we tap here, maybe 561 down to 550 area. So we'll see. Got about a minute left on the current candle for this thing to kind of play out.
Javier will pay for the filet mignon? No, I will not.
All right, there it is, guys. There's the box. Inside of it, 30,556. That's right. If you listen, like I said, D Money doesn't always get it right, chat. But, you know, if you listen to the commentary and you listen to D Money, you're going to get paid. Drop a W in the chat if you took that short. You got paid there, guys. There's 552. You gotta love it. Oh man. And there's more downside, guys. There's 30,545. So it's still going, breaking the box actually. So the next level down here, Chad, if it really gets flowing, make no mistake about it, you got another level down here. So we need to see how this plays out. 5-minute chart. So
500 level, right, D?
Yeah, that would be down to 500. Yeah, put us down to 500. So that would be the next level here, chat. Area of interest. GS trading, I listen, Linda. Yeah. All right, so what's the reason for the box? Yeah, just basic support and resistance, guys. So when prices and momentum, you're gonna support and resist. So when prices and momentum, guys, it travels between support and resistance areas, right? So the way that you got to think about this is that if we're dropping to the downside and you look to the left on the chart, this was the level that the last time we were here, we had some kind of reaction back the opposite direction. So that tells you that that's some kind of, basically that could be like a resistance area, guys, right? So that level was at jeopardy of getting hit. to the downside. Now you're waiting to see if there's some kind of reaction, right? If we lose that level, if we lose that low below 30,544, then you look for the next area, and that would be down here, putting us in that 500 range, right? Lower 500 range. So that's how I trade it, guys. So you guys have seen that. I mean, you've had multiple examples today of I mean, how many boxes, guys, have gotten hit today? I'm not even trying to be funny here. I'm just literally saying, right? I think that's 4 or 5 minimum that have gotten tagged, kind of mapping these out. And these are not after the fact, guys, right? These are mapped out clearly on the chart ahead of time. So that's just what it is. We got one account here. We'll show you the accounts, guys. One account here is up 1265, right? And then we got a couple other accounts that's up, I think, each over $1,500. So, I mean, if the math is correct, that's it's gonna be right at, I think, right at $5,000 here on this session. Let me pull these accounts up here. And we'll see what we can get this afternoon, chat, right? Because the reality is we got some time left. We got the 2 to 4 stream coming up. Make no mistake about it. Javier, how are you looking with P&L?
1,500.
You're up 1,500?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Couple of accounts here up 1615 in one account, 1680 in the other account, guys, right? So we're rolling here. We'll see what we can get this afternoon, chat. Pretty nice session for the morning, I think, and you know, hopefully we get decent price action this afternoon. We're gonna find out. So if you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button, right? So if you're not subscribed to the channel, we rock out Monday through Friday, no later than 9 a.m., guys, trying to make a little monies out here. So you know the vibes. So we rock out. Make sure you got the notification button on, subscribe for that, and you will get a notification when we are live. Make no mistake about it. So what we got a few minutes here, guys. What questions did you guys have kind of in regards to today's topics that have been covered? We talked through ORB, stop loss, etc. Right? So what questions? We got a few minutes here, guys, and then we're gonna head to lunch. So what did you guys have? Drop it in the chat. We'll try to get it answered here. Make no mistake about it. How many contracts? Yeah, I typically trade 1 to 2 contracts max per account, guys. I typically don't try to go over that. Very rarely you'll see D money go over that, but I try to stick to that rule. So, what about you, Javier?
Same. I don't like to use 2 contracts unless the volatility is really low. So, 1 contract I usually just stick with.
So yeah, typically 1 to 2 contracts. D-Money, you have ORB video on the channel. Yeah, I mean, there's videos on the channel, guys, that kind of talks through that. So you're able to kind of go through that. What daily props do you recommend? Yeah, I think Take Profit Trader, guys. Take Profit Trader is the king of daily payouts. So you definitely want to look at that if you're interested in strictly daily payouts. You got options with Tradeify as well, right? You can go Tradeify Select and get daily payouts as well. So you got a couple options. Have you ever been to South Africa? No, I have not. I would love to visit. And from what D-Money's seen, guys, there are some very attractive women in South Africa. So, hey, I mean, if you know somebody out there, don't be shy. Drop the link in the chat. We might have to screenshot it or something and make it happen.
Isn't Big Brawley from South Africa?
No, he is not. I hope not. So you got Javier over here, guys, talking about Big Brawley. I don't know where Big Brawley's from, and I'm very concerned that you know where he's from, because D Money has not invested that much time into learning where Big Brawley is from. So shout out to Pine Tree Trader. What up? D Money goes worldwide for the ladies. You are correct, Amando, sir. So D Money does not discriminate from that standpoint. You gotta love it. D Money, if I gain $150, I will take a total of $8,000 in 5 accounts with Lucid. All trades were with you. Wow. Hey man, yeah, that's a guy. So I want to make sure I'm not being incorrect here. Shout out to you, man. I hope you get it. Right, $150 is not hard to make.
That's huge.
Wait for your A+ setup, right? And I hope that you get the money, man. I'm rooting for you. That is crazy, guys. You know what though, man? I'm gonna be honest, chat, and it might sound weird, but just, you know, like I said, we get these messages, and I know PW's inbox has to be flooded, guys. Right? So with messages, guys, I can't answer all of them. I try to respond to as many as possible, but I'll be honest, chat, that helps me, and I'm sure it helps PW as well, because you get haters sometime in the chat, and you know, those positive kind of reinforcements, guys, right? People are getting payouts, people are learning, people are getting value, people are passing evaluations, and that's what it's all about, chat, right? So I think that's BDH, right? It's trying to add value to the space and trying to help people get better at trading, right? While running a top-notch stream, right? That's what we strive for, guys. So I'm super happy that I hope you get it, man. $150 is not hard to make, so I'm rooting for you. Keep us posted on that, right? I hope you get it. Even though I don't tell you when to hit buy or sell, you do all the work on that. So kudos back to you, because I don't physically hit buy or sell for anybody. So you did all the work. Congrats. You are the best, D. Thanks so much for all you do and for the help, for helping us get better in this business. Hey, Nicola, thanks for the kind words. I appreciate it. I'm up 4,000. I was down 2,000. Patience is key. J Loves, you are correct. Great show as always. Don't forget to hit the like, peeps. Hey, Chuda, I appreciate that. Yeah, make sure you guys hit the like button, chat. We got to get the likes rolling here. So I know we hit 2,000 likes, right? Because we were like at 1,900, kind of hanging out there, and I would be shocked if we didn't get to 2,000 likes here. We're at 2,100, so yeah, do me a solid, guys. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibes.
So you said PW, his race starts today?
No, it doesn't start today. The dates, it's kind of confusing because it does show like, right, Ginger, it says like June 3rd through the 7th, but I guess the physical race has not started yet. So obviously he's there, guys. He's prepping and getting ready for the race. So has not physically started yet. Much love. Best show on YouTube, hands down. Never leaving. I'm never leaving. I'm never leaving.
I'm never leaving.
Hey, we appreciate that, Spencer. We definitely try, right? So we definitely try, man. So I appreciate it, guys. We're going to keep pushing. Make no mistake about it. So we got the afternoon session coming up here at 2 o'clock. We got you covered 2 to 4. We'll see if we can make some more money here, guys, and keep the party rolling. So $200 a day on 20 funded accounts is all you need to get rich. Hey, I mean, that math is mathing. So the question is, though, do you have enough patience and do you have enough grace to step away from the charts when you made that 200, right? Because the reality is, guys, we all know that, but what makes trading a little harder is that you always want a little bit more, right? We got to be realistic here. You always want a little bit more, chat, right? A lot of times you're like, well, you know, I'm up 200, but I can make an easy 200 more right here on this setup, right? And then all of a sudden that setup was a yoke candle and you got yoked, and then now you're down 200. So now you're playing catch up, and all your rules have gotten thrown out the window. So that's how it works, guys. So you're right. That's all you need, but are you content with it, right? That's the question. You can only get 6 payouts with Apex. Yeah. So you get 6 payouts on the account. They have an option to move you to live, guys. No prop firm is going to allow you unlimited payouts, guys, without trying to convert you possibly to a live, or you're gonna have to start over. That's just the reality, chat. So there is a stat out there that I brought this up with PW, and he gave me the stat. As we're gonna wrap up here in about 4 minutes, guys. So the reality is that there's a stat out there, chat, that less than 1% of all traders will ever see a 6 payout on a single account. So people get all fired up because they're like, oh, I'm getting limited to only 6 payouts. But the reality is 99% of all traders, that's all traders, guys, 99% of all traders will never get to 6 payouts on a single prop firm account, meaning that you're going to blow it before you get there. So just keep that in mind, guys, right? I think if you're, because I know for a fact there's people out there, they haven't gotten a single payout, guys, and they're fired up because, oh, Apex is telling me, or this prop is telling me that I can only get 5 or 6 payouts, right, on an account, but you haven't gotten a single payout, right? So worry about getting to a payout, right? Because that is hard enough to do, guys, and you can only control what you can control as a trader. So just be mindful of that. If you can get to 6 payouts, there should be no problem passing evals anyway. Exactly. I agree, chat. No, I have not gotten to 6 payouts on a single account. Absolutely not. That's what I'm telling you. I'm being honest. I say it all the time. Like, there's nothing. That's why it's always funny, guys, when people like insinuate that you're like trying to hide something or whatever, right? Maybe a hater on social media or something. Guys, I have not got to 6 payouts on a single account. I have not. Very hard to do, right? So, I mean, if you've gotten I would say this, chat, if you've gotten a couple of payouts, 2, 3, maybe 4 payouts, you're doing something right, guys. And somebody said it in the comments right now. If you were able to get to 6 payouts, you shouldn't have an issue passing evaluations. And you're correct, right? Because clearly you got a strategy, you got an edge that you should be able to kind of get back to where you were. But that is very hard to do, guys. I don't know anybody. If you're out there in the chat and you've gotten 6 payouts, drop it in the chat. But we know that it's less than 1%. So, you might have a few fibbers out there, but that's hard to do. So I'm just being honest, guys, right? You will rarely see that, guys, right? You rarely see people make it past, I think, 1 payout. I think PW told me that it's like 5% or something. 5% of people never get multiple payouts on an account, guys. Or right, only 5% are able to get more than 1 payout. So if you got it, congrats, right? But you won't see that too often, and you'll probably never hit that number again, right? You maybe did it once, and you probably won't hit that number again. That's just the odds, guys. All right, and by the way, I'm not talking $100, guys, right? Where you trade at 1 micro or something when Apex rules. So we got to clarify on this, chat, right? Because remember, Apex rules a couple of years ago were very lax, chat, where you basically didn't even have to trade after you had a certain amount in your account. You could flip and get to a payout. I'm not talking about that, guys. I'm talking about where you got to hit the minimum profit day, and you've done that, right? And gotten 6 payouts. Right, that's what I got to clarify, chat, because Apex rules were a lot easier a couple years back, where people were able to just flip, and that counted as a trading day, and all of a sudden they flipped for 5 or 6 days and they took the payout. So you got to be real, guys, right? You got to be realistic here. So because the percentage is what it is. So the percentage is what it is, 1%. So I was once on Patrick's stream last year. Yeah, I remember you, Alex. I got over 5,500 in payouts this week. Over 6 payouts just this week. Yeah, we're not saying total payouts, Alex. We're saying payouts on one account. I got to clarify here, guys. I'm saying you have one account and you've taken 6 payouts on one account, guys. A single account. Not that you got to 6 payouts overall in your whole trading journey. I'm saying 6 payouts on one single account. So your account number ends in 2024, account number 24, or right? You've taken 6 consecutive payouts on account number 24, not playing the flip game where you just flipped. You literally hit the minimum profit day, etc. guys. That's what I'm talking about. So, but shout out to you. Yeah, I remember you, Alex. I remember you, man. Shout out to you for that. That's cool. You said it the first time, yeah, but there's people that don't, they're not understanding what I'm saying. So, all right, guys, we're gonna call it here. I think we're gonna go get some lunch and figure this thing out. We'll be back.
And D hit another box, by the way, guys, as you can see.
Come chat,
on, man.
You're right. So there is another box that just got hit. What a way to close out the stream here. So that is, at this point, you gotta love it, chat. Right. So deep retracement back up here. And then a push to the 500 level that we talked about, guys, back inside the box. So that's another level that got hit. That is probably, I don't even know how many levels got hit today, guys, right? But it's been multiple upon multiple. So we will be back at 2 o'clock. Make no mistake about it, guys. Be here or be square, because we're going to be here. So if you haven't already on the way out, guys, do me a solid. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibes. So we'll see you then, 2 o'clock.
Peace.
Until then, we gone.
Peace out.